good. All right, we'll give it a couple minutes. Like 2.
That's a couple.
Oh my gosh.
Live from the Scream Stream Studios, it's Wheel of Movies! I'm Evan Sink, and here's your host, Spakenstein.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Wheel of Movies. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Wheel of Movies. I am your host, Spakenstein, joined as always by my very good friend, Mr. Evan Sink.
Good evening, everybody. How we doing?
How we doing tonight, Evan? You know, we're back in the Studio B.
Yeah, we're back here, back in should it be Studio S?
Studio S. Yes.
Studio SS.
That's well, maybe not. Maybe not that. But
that's the wrong movie.
But we are so excited to have you all here. We see you very lively in the chat, and so we're gonna give a little shout out to you, a little clap to you. Hope that you are all doing well out there. Kathy, Sears, Toast, Ethan, glad that you could join us for our 4th edition of Wheel of Movies. Everybody's
We're
favorite.
doing it again.
We're doing it again.
We love it.
If you didn't get enough, this is the time where we take a break from the horror and sci-fi movies to bring you a little more of what the public domain has to offer outside of our specialties. So
we're kind of between things right now. It's like a liminal space, but it's a game show.
Right. Yes, it is we go to this liminal space in between every season. We have to take that time to kind of venture into.
So we're gonna wander through the back rooms of the public domain.
As we do, and we're gonna bring you 12 movies on the wheel tonight.
That's
let's
right. We're watching 12 movies tonight.
12 movies, all of them. We'll go ahead and give you a look at the wheel.
We're watching one movie tonight.
Just one.
There can be one winner.
One winner. Yes, one winner will decide which movie on the wheel that we will be watching tonight. So who will it be? We've got 2 contestants joining us this evening. So who we got first? Evan.
Well, we've got some folks who we've seen before. We know them here on the show. Our first contestant is the Pharaoh of Las Vegas, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tommy Falacia.
There he is, Mr.
Tommy Falacia.
Tommy Falacia.
Good evening, Mr. Falacia.
Las Vegas.
I'm sorry, did you?
Lovely Las Vegas.
Lovely Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. Yes, that's what I said, and there is no question.
Okay. All right. And are you at a chain restaurant right now, or what's the?
Actually, I just opened a chain restaurant. Tommy Felicia's Bistro House of Big Busts. So.
Wow. Well, we're always happy to see very enterprising mummy from our Chamber of Horrors go on into franchise.
It's a great place. You know, we have family meals like this. Chicken Alfredo I'm enjoying, and fine drinks.
Bottle service.
Atmosphere is great, except for families that won't be quiet.
Wow. Well, well, we hope that you'll be able to concentrate on the game. Again, we got 12 movies, and we're glad you're here with us, Tommy. Of course, Tommy is filling in for Alana, who was originally supposed to seek her revenge tonight, but unfortunately she's under the weather, so we hope Alana is doing well. We hope she's recovering. She loves this game. I mean, she got close last time.
Mm-hmm.
She did.
It was a close game.
It was a close game. So, Tommy, we'll see where you can get tonight. We're wishing you the best of luck.
We'll see if Tommy can.
Hopefully, end up like that Joe Spate guy that was on the last Willow movies. I hear he was super cool.
Yeah.
Great guy.
Well. I've tried not to. I've tried not to rig the game in the favor of movie lovers like I was accused of last time, and tried to even the playing field. So, Tommy is going to be going head to head with another good friend of the show. So who do we have going head to head with Tommy tonight?
Well, our second contestant tonight is another friend of the show, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Fresh Rogan.
You know what time it is.
Oh,
I'm ready.
Ooh.
Oh, he's ready. Oh, look at him. He's ready. He's in the zone.
What is up? Good evening, Mr. Fresh Rogan.
I'm going to catch Tommy Falacia with the op as soon as he peaks mid.
Oh,
okay.
Whoa, them's fighting words, man.
Okay.
That's what we like to see. Very nice.
It sounds like we've got a bomb to defuse. It sounds like Tommy's got a bomb to defuse.
We will be rushing B, and we will be winning. So.
Hey, look at that. Look, hey, we love some trash talk, don't we? Hoot hoot. So yes, and you may not know this, but Fresh actually won the very first installment of Wheel of Movies. So we're gonna see if he can defend his title.
Original champion.
Original champion. He's an OC. OC and
yes,
OG.
I am an original creation. I am like Sonichu. I'm an OC.
Fresh Rogan, the original character.
Yes. The Sonichu of the show. Let's go.
So if I type in Fresh Rogan on DeviantArt, what's gonna pop up?
You're not at work. That's all I can say.
Oh my gosh. Well, we are stoked to have you here defending your title fresh, and I think if you guys are all ready, without further ado, we'll go on over to the wheel, and there it is, looking really exciting with
It looks
12
really good.
12 new movies. There's only one movie that I did recycle. So full disclosure about that. And I'm gonna send Fresh and Tommy the wheel so they can take a look at it. But don't, if you spin the wheel, it's not going to, oh shit. It's not going to come up with the same result that we will see. So
don't even bother.
don't even bother.
Or you can spin it, but it'll just be for fun.
Yeah, it's going to be completely for fun. So we'll see. So
That spinning wheels is beneath Tommy Felicia. You will spin it for me.
I believe I sent both of you guys the wheel. You can see.
I'm not touching it. I'm beneath it.
Well,
You're under it. You're about to be under my wheels. How about that?
whoa, hey
Ooh.
now.
Whoa! You might just end up in a concrete pillar underneath the interstate with that kind of talk, buddy.
Hey, this is the kind of trash talk we love here on Wheeled Movies. We are all about
kill
trash
you.
talk. We totally endorse it. So, hell yeah. So again, the way it works, they're each going to spin the wheel, and they're going to play the game for a chance to score 6 points each round. So there is a mini game associated with each movie on the wheel. So 12 movies, 12 different mini games. Whoever scores the most points wins. There's going to be 3 rounds. And if you remember from last time, the way that we decide who goes first is a little mini challenge up front.
Yeah.
So, yeah, don't you love these? Now, these are, you don't...
This isn't just some coin flip, okay?
It's not, right, exactly. We don't...
We're here to play.
We're here to play, and we hope you guys are too.
There's no ties in Wheel of Movies.
No, that is 100% true. There are no ties, only one.
This is a high stakes game show.
It really is. So I hope you guys are ready to win all the points tonight. And the way that we're going to decide who goes first is I am going to ask you a question about a movie title. And when you have thought of an answer, you've got to say your name out loud. And whoever says their name first will go first. And whoever's second, of course, will go second. So does that make sense, Tommy and Fresh?
Repeat that again, please.
So you will have, as soon as I read the question, think of a particular movie title with whatever the question is, shout your name, and then I'll call on you, say your answer. And if you get it right, you'll be going first.
I have a question.
Yes, Tommy.
Between the time that I shout my name and I deliver the answer, how many seconds elapse or are allowed to elapse?
I won't make it many. Okay, are you guys ready?
No. What's the number?
What do you mean, what's
Tommy
the number?
talks numbers, so I want to hear a number.
Well, it's funny that you say that, Tommy, because here's the first question. If you guys are ready, so you're gonna need to give me one movie title, okay? All right. Fresh and Tommy, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. So here is your question. When you've thought of an answer, shout out your name. Evan, keep track of who gets in there first.
All right.
And I'll call on you, and you say the title. All right, here we go. So you need to give me a movie, the name of a movie with a number in the title.
Fresh. I mean,
Fresh.
no.
Oh, hold on now.
No,
okay.
hang on a sec. Flag on the
We-
flag.
So, I
So-
think since you said fresh,
No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works.
I think in
okay.
this case, I think
we gotta break out the rule book.
yeah,
for
we
this
need
one.
Evan's gonna
Go
go
ahead.
dig into the rule
Oh
book here
gosh.
and see what we can find. You did
That's
say
not a real rule book. You tell them to put that down right now. That's not a real rule book.
It's okay. So in the rule book, it does say call out your name to answer.
It does say your name, doesn't it? It is in
does.
the rules. We do have a copy of the rules handy right here, and it does say your name. So I think on technicality,
On a technicality.
Fresh will be going first, and Tommy will be going second. Wait, and you guys didn't even list a title. We didn't even get a title.
7.
Yeah, 7.
Okay.
Easy.
There, I listed a title.
Were
here
you
before I
both
get it.
gonna say 7?
Yes, I was gonna say 7.
I said 7, so I get it. There we
I
go.
think it basically
good.
cancels
It's
out.
agreed. Tommy
Okay.
goes first.
Yeah.
No, I think
You can
we're
go
gonna.
first.
I mean, all
Don't
right.
matter to me. I'm still gonna win. It
Oh,
does not
okay.
matter.
There it is.
Okay,
There it
but-
is. That's what we like to hear.
All right.
All right. Well, then, Fresh, we're gonna take you on over to the wheel, and why don't you go ahead and give it a big old spin there, Fresh. Give it a big old spinner, and we have what is it? The Deadly Companions.
The Deadly
Deadly
Companions from
Companions.
1961. A brooding ex-soldier escorts a grieving woman through dangerous territory to bury her son, haunted by guilt and pursued by violence.
All right, so we got a Western opener.
Yeah.
And
Sam Peckinpah.
So this is Sam Peckinpah's first feature film. He had done TV, but this was the first movie that Sam Peckinpah directed. So, Fresh, are you ready for your game?
Am I going first? I'm ready.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, wait. I just put you first. I don't
Okay,
know what.
Let's go.
I made that decision. So it was an executive decision. My apologies, Tommy. My apologies. So, let's see. Fresh. This first game for the Deadly Companions is entitled Partners in Crime. So, this one, it's a little bit more of a challenge. It requires you to have a little bit of knowledge of, I guess mostly 20th century true crime. The way it works is we're going to name one half of a real life criminal duo. You name their partner. So you're going to have 20 seconds to name 6. Well, I'm going to give you 6 criminals, and then they have usually a partner that's associated with them. And
so, like, for example, if you said me, then the answer would be the Hamburglar.
Right. Exactly. That's exactly right. Thank you for that clarification there, Evan. This is why Evan is in charge of the technical, the rules, all that good stuff. All right. So does that make sense? Fresh. Partners in crime. I'll give you one half of a criminal duo. You give me the other. You have 20 seconds.
I'm
Are you
locked
ready?
in. Let's go. Yes, sir.
Okay. So without further ado, here we go. Butch Cassidy.
The Sundance Kid.
Yes. Bonnie.
Clyde.
Yes. Eric Menendez.
Dylan Klebold. No.
Oh, no. Leopold.
No idea.
Okay. Jesse James. That's it. All right.
All right.
That was
a tough
Did
one.
great.
That was a tough one.
That was-
two
yeah.
points to Fresh.
Yeah, two point. We got 2 points. Okay.
2 points on the
All
board.
right, we're gonna get you
Currently in the lead.
Yep. Let's go ahead and get
By default.
let's get Fresh's score updated here, and he is sitting at a 2. All right. Hey. Yes. I mean, dude, you're excited. That's the beauty of this game is that it's like why Tommy shouted your name instead of his own name, right? It's just the excitement of the game, and this is why we play the game. It's amazing. We love it. So you got 2, and
you never know what you're gonna shout out in the heat of the moment. Okay?
This game proves us anything. It's that, right? Yeah, that's amazing. So Fresh is on the board with 2, and now we're gonna turn it over to Tommy. And Tommy, are you ready to spin the wheel?
You'll spin it for me as we agreed.
Okay. Well, and technically you are right. I am the one spinning the wheel, but again, that's like I'd pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain spinning the wheel.
Spinning the wheel. Wee! I love spinning the wheel. Even though I'm just hitting a button on the computer, I love spinning the wheel. It is so much fun.
You're the hell.
All right, Tommy, we're going to go ahead and let you go ahead and give the wheel big old spinner. And round and round and round it goes. And where it's going to stop is... Almost had Deadly Companions again. That is That Uncertain Feeling.
That Uncertain Feeling.
Uncertain Feeling.
From 1941. A bored housewife sees a psychoanalyst and finds herself entangled with an eccentric musician in this sophisticated marital comedy by Ernst Lubitsch.
Yes. And yeah, so Ernst Lubitsch is one of those like classic Hollywood like he did a lot of romantic comedies, but especially like in Pre-Code he was like pretty big, and he just had his very own
Psycho.
No, he did not do Psycho. But he had his very own distinct style of
Vince
comedy.
Vaughn.
No, not Vince Vaughn in the Psycho remake. No.
Wait, that was the remake?
So
That wasn't a
Tommy,
remake, that was the original.
the game that goes along with That Uncertain Feeling is called Face Your Feelings. So, do you have your pen and paper handy? Because this is a drawing game. So, you are you are ready to go. All right, I'm gonna get the clock queued up. So here's the game. It is entitled Face Your Feelings. You have to draw 6 distinct smiley faces, each showing a different emotion. Now I'm gonna give you the emotions. So if you get through all of them, then that's all of them. But you're gonna have 20 seconds to try to get 6. Okay. So when the old car horn goes off, you have to put your pencil down. You won't hear the old car horn, but I'll make sure. All right. Okay. If you are ready to go, then as soon as the timer starts, I'll give you the first emotion. So,
I'm ready to fellatiate.
all right. That is the enthusiasm I like to hear. So without further ado, face your feelings. Here we go. Happy. Next one is sad. No, you don't have to show me each time. I'll let you just keep going. After sad is angry. Surprised. Bored. And all right, put your pencil down. That was the car horn.
I didn't hear it. No. I didn't hear a car horn. Hear a car horn.
No, that's not in the rule book. All right, let's see what you got, Tommy.
How many smileys we got?
How many smileys we got on that paper? No more. Put your pencil down. You got to hold it up closer. Oh, it's okay. Hold on, down a little more. So you got 1, 2. Hold on, down a little more. So I see happy. I see sad. I see angry. I think I see.
Is that surprised?
I see bored, and I think the last one
is a blank face, confused.
Well, I think we can safely give him 5 on that.
Okay.
I think.
Suck it.
I think we can safely give a 5 on that. We don't do any half points here. So that's gonna put our score at 5 for Tommy and 2 for Fresh. So pretty good for the first round. Not
I'm gonna kill you like Frank Sinatra killed Elvis Presley in 1970.
Oh,
I'm gonna kill you like Stephen King killed John Lennon.
Oh my God!
Oh,
wow,
dang.
wow. Well,
I was there when that happened. That's actually true.
Both of those insults touched on games that appear later in this show, hopefully, if you get it on the wheel. So that was eerily prescient. So we'll see, because if either of you lands on either of those things after this, I'm gonna walk out.
Who leaked? There was a leak at the
Charles
the mall?
Lee Whitman killed JFK.
We're gonna get into some history here, quite possibly. So
round two,
we're 5 for Tommy and 2 for Fresh. We're back over to Fresh. Fresh, you're gonna give the wheel a big old spinner.
Oh, he can't.
No whammies.
He's got to put his little hood on, his little cute hat.
It's not little; it's average size.
Turn on your little light. Turn on your little.
Oh my gosh!
Hey, the deadly campaign.
We already had that.
Yeah, we did.
There you go.
Didn't we have this last time where some just
Where
kept
you go,
like?
guy?
We had a few, I think.
So here we had to spin again for you there, Fresh.
Just keep it spinning.
Spinning
just
around.
Keep going. Spinning around.
Oh my God! Is that right on the middle?
It looks like it's more on Road to Bali.
Road to Bali.
By like a pixel.
Okay, yeah, we'll give it. Yeah, I agree with you. We'll give it a Road to
That's
Bali.
in the Dutch East Indies, I believe.
Bali. Road to Bali from
Road
1952.
Bali.
Bob Hope and Bing Crosby stumble through tropical mishaps, treasure hunts, and flirtation with Dorothy Lamour in this zany musical adventure.
So, you know me, I'm not a big fan of musicals, but
so he's saying, please don't pick this one.
But it's on the table. If you're a Bing Crosby and a Bob Hope fan, then maybe this is the movie for you.
It's got an 8-man.
Hey, don't insult Bob Hope. He entertained the troops.
Evan, that's right. And the fun facts.
Yeah, so this film features Hollywood 8-man Steve Calvert from Bela Lugosi Meets a Brooklyn Gorilla, which we've seen on.
It all comes back around, doesn't it? Yeah, and that was actually the same year as Road to Bali in 1952. So, yeah, you gotta love when a Hollywood 8-man pops up, and especially anything non-horror. You're like, they just had to
gotta trot out the suit a little bit,
right?
Gotta make some money off this thing.
So, Fresh, the game that goes along with Road to Bali is entitled Sign Language. Okay, so I'm gonna actually send you a picture on Discord.
Oh boy.
And I'm gonna send it to you right when the game starts. And this is gonna be a 20-second challenge where you have to identify 6 different types of road signs that are going to be shown in this graphic.
I just got back. Hang on.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, there we go. So you're gonna have 20 seconds to guess these 6 road signs. Hold on, I'm gonna go ahead and show the audience.
So we're taking a driving test.
We are, yeah, technically.
Yeah, I just got back from the DMV. I just did this. This is awesome.
Oh, great. So of course you would get this one.
Yeah, I warmed up.
So let's see. Oh, I cut you off there, Fresh. But this is the graphic. Fresh can't see this, but you guys can. So these are the 6 road signs that he's gonna have to try to get. Fresh, if you can't, if you're stumped on one, you can pass. That's totally all right. Fresh, I'm gonna start the timer, and when it goes, I'm gonna send you the picture, and you just start listing them off. Are you ready?
In a DM?
Yes, it's gonna be in a DM on Discord.
Sweet. I'm ready.
Let me just make sure I'm queued up correctly. Okay, yes. Okay. And here we go. Oh, okay. I'll give you a couple extra seconds, but go ahead.
Bicycle crossing, railroad crossing, no U-turns, school crossing, road work, and lane ends.
Hey, look at that. Hey, look at me
sweep.
beat the horn. Very nice.
That's right.
Fresh. Look at that. Perfect score.
I'm Stephen King on coke writing Cujo, and you're John Lennon just
Whoa.
walking, minding his business.
God damn.
Cold. All right. So that's
All right.
that was 6 there.
6
correct,
points.
Evan? Scorekeeper. I had to get the scorekeeper to confirm. So that's going to bring him up to a grand total of 8 points. So Fresh is he's
Taking the
now
lead.
in the lead. You guys are going to be zigzagging, just maybe. So yep. Fresh.
Banned from all my restaurants.
Oh, both of them? Oh, no.
I'm loving this rivalry. This is amazing. All right. Tommy, we're gonna go ahead and take you over to the
I
wheel.
want to say one thing.
Yes.
This game has been rigged.
What? How? I tried to do better this
Obviously,
time.
The house is against me right now. The chips
No, the house is behind you.
are strategically not placed in my favor by the house. And I want to say to the viewers that whatever happens tonight, unless it is a total victory by Tommy Felicia, which you know is assured, if it does not happen, then you know the game was rigged from the start.
Well, we'll see about that, Tommy. I can't rig the wheel, but well, actually, technically, I can. But I leave it. I don't mess with those settings. I try
There's
to be
dead
pure.
people spinning the wheel. That's what
I'm
he's
just saying. Look at that
There's
little
dead
dog.
people spinning the wheel. All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and let you spin it. Enough
$5
chat.
jacket. You
I'm-
might
I'm-
be getting bribed.
I'm spinning the wheel like you wanted me
They might
to.
give you a better one.
Does anyone
Alright.
have like $40 I can just have?
Oh my God!
Hey,
See, I
the
need
deadly
to.
companions.
I need to play with those settings on it that like put weights and things on certain categories because it'll just keep going to the same stuff every time, won't it? Like, I don't know how
How
math
random
works.
is this wheel?
Angel on my shoulder. Thank goodness. So Tommy,
Angel!
Angel on
So,
my shoulder.
Angel on my shoulder
Angel
from
on my
1946. A murdered gangster is sent back to Earth by the devil to corrupt a righteous judge, only to find himself questioning his own evil. And
So-
fun
yep.
fact, this features Claude Rains as the devil.
Yes, and so it's funny because I think it was before Angel on My Shoulder, he made a movie where he was like, he wasn't God, but he was an angel in heaven, and it was like the opposite of this movie, where instead of being the devil in hell, sending somebody up to do bad, he was sending somebody down to do good. And I haven't seen this movie, but it looks pretty freaking rad. But Tommy, it will be up to you to see if you can catch up to Fresh here with the game that's associated along with
I don't know
Angel
if I can catch up in a rigged game if
on
the
my
chips
shoulder.
are in my favor from the start. You know, I'm
Well-
betting. Please bet black.
We will
Tommy
see.
Felicia always bets black, but if the house is communist and the house is always betting red, then
Tommy,
obviously I'm not going to get it. If this is a communist.
I can
game.
assure you it's not a communist game. So, Tommy,
think you're a
the
communist.
game with Angel on my shoulder is Heaven or Hell. So, I'm going to give you
Mr. West.
6 different actions, and you have to decide whether that action would send you to heaven or send you to hell. So, I'll say the action, and then you just say heaven or hell.
Isn't this subjective?
It is kind of subjective.
We're just
but
asking you your opinion, Tommy.
Yeah,
worth
we're
points
gonna
to
learn a
us.
lot about your personal ethics here, Tommy.
Oh, this sounds like it's a very rigged game against us Catholics like myself.
Well, we'll see, Tommy. It's certainly blasphemous. You're gonna have 20 seconds. Heaven or hell? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So when the timer starts, I will give you the first action. So without further ado, here we go. Lying to a friend.
That is going to hell.
Yep. Donating money.
That is going to heaven.
Correct. Stealing a car.
Hell.
Yes. Returning a lost wallet.
Heaven.
Correct. Cheating on a test.
Hell.
The buzzer got you right before you could get that last one off.
See, and then the viewers know it. The game is rigged.
So
The game
Evan,
is rigged.
Evan,
The game is rigged.
So
did Tommy post there?
if we're going before the buzzer,
Before the
that
buzzer.
was another 4 points for Tommy. So taking the lead, a narrow lead. It's kind of neck and neck right now.
Oh.
Okay, so that's 9 points
9
total
points
for
for
Tommy.
Tommy.
So you're
Not very
right. Yeah,
impressive.
you guys,
How good is it?
you're keeping it
Not very
close.
impressive.
We have one more round, but honestly, it goes a little quicker with just 2 people. So we could do a 4th round and just get 2 more movies, because otherwise we've only talked about half the wheel, and probably want to get a little bit more than that.
Well,
Before
I got
we
to
move
catch
on-
a flight to Kinshasa.
Yeah, Evan, sorry, go ahead.
Before we move on, I just want to ask, so donating money to who? Stealing a car from who?
I mean that's where it gets
Returning a
subjective.
lost wallet. Whose wallet?
Right.
Well, the
Hitler's
idea
wallet.
was
What if it's Hitler's wallet?
Does returning Hitler's wallet send you to heaven?
Yeah, I don't.
Yes,
He was,
for,
he was Catholic, right? So
I mean, yeah, it does.
Wow. All
It
right.
does in this game.
It does in this game. That's right.
Next round.
All right, we're moving on to the next round. So we're going back over to Mr. Fresh Rogan. We're going to take him back to the
I
wheel.
don't know what the problem with Hitler is.
And we're okay, Kanye. All right, Fresh, we're going to go ahead and let you give it a spin there. And we've got Don't Be Deadly Companions. Strange Illusion.
Ooh,
Okay.
Strange Illusion from 1945. A troubled teenager suspects his widowed mother's new suitor is a murderer in this eerie noir loosely inspired by Hamlet. So, a Poverty Row flick.
Yep. Poverty Row Hamlet loose Hamlet adaptation. And that's
From the director of Black Cat and Blue Beard.
Black. Yeah, we got a lot of colors in titles there that time. Yeah. Yeah. So Edgar G. Ulmer, who we have seen his film Bluebeard, and Evan has seen the Black Cat.
Yeah, we watched Black Cat.
Pretty wild ass movie. And yeah, I haven't really seen a lot of this. This is obviously a noir. I thought about would it be fit for the show, but it seems more noir than like mystery leaning toward. I don't know. It's definitely in the same realm of the movies that we watch on the show. So, Fresh, the game with Strange Illusion is no, don't you say,
Oh! 6 points.
Holy shit! Yeah, I think
Okay.
we're
We're
give you some points.
Yeah.
I think we might have to give you some points for that. Holy shit! Oh,
Did that just
my.
tie the game?
I that definitely, yeah. I have to at least give you a point for that. I mean, we're all suckers for magic. I don't think anybody can argue. I don't even think that
No.
Tommy can argue with that.
No, Tommy is arguing very well.
All right, Tommy, let's see your magic trick.
Yeah, Tommy, can you do any magic? Or you're a mummy, so I guess you just are magic, right? You're heating up all right. Is that I don't even think there was anything in that glass, but that was
like a fire swallower.
Where did the lighter fluid come from? Fresh.
Gonna light this whole shot of vodka.
No. Hold on. Save it for your next round, Tommy. Don't do that. We're gonna send it over to Fresh for the Strange Illusion game, which is entitled Shake or Fake. So, we're gonna read. I'm gonna read 6 short plot descriptions, and you got to decide whether it's a real Shakespeare play. In which case you would say shake, or if it's just completely made up, in which case you would say fake. So,
Fake.
Shake or fake. Makes sense, Fresh? Wait, what?
Yes.
You said yes. Okay.
All right.
You sound like you said yes backwards. Like you're like in whoa. Where did the what? Okay, sorry. Timer timer got ahead of me there. All right, Fresh. So, if you're ready, then without further ado, here we go. Witches convince a man to kill the king.
Shake.
Yeah, queen dies in a jousting tournament.
Fake.
Correct. Pirates battle a sea witch for control of Denmark.
Shake.
No, jealous husband murders innocent wife.
Shake.
Yes, fairies toy with the love lives of couples. Ah, the buzzer got you.
Fuck.
Right, right at the buzzer.
All right.
But pretty good. So, I mean,
That was 3.
That was 3.
We got 3
All
points.
right. I think those might have been a little too long. I was trying to make them short. And oh wait, hold on. So his score would be 11.
You can't explain 6 Shakespeare plays in 20 seconds.
No, you can't. And I should have realized that. But that's all right. Hey, he's sitting at 11. He's got the 1-1.
Back in the lead.
And oh, look at that score. Isn't that a score?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh's right. But that's our score, and I'm not gonna say anything else about it. And
I just saw the scene change.
so there's our score. So we're gonna send it back over to Tommy.
Rigged.
It's not rigged. I think you're
It's
gonna
rigged.
I think you're gonna get a good game.
Rigged.
So we're gonna let Tommy
This guy doesn't like Italian Americans.
spin the wheel. And we have
Rigged. Reagan.
Road to
Bali
Bali.
again. Hey, I love
Hey.
let me spin the wheel as many times as I possibly can, right?
Let's keep spinning.
Just keep spinning that wheel.
Just keep moving around.
Captain
Oh.
Kidd.
Captain
All right,
Kidd.
Captain
Okay.
Kidd.
From 1945, Charles Lawton commands the screen as the legendary pirate scheming his way to wealth and survival on the high seas. And he is reprising his role.
Or
he did, reprised his role in Abbott and Costello Meet Captain Kidd.
That's right. Yeah, I mean,
So recurring, we've got a character here. The
Yeah.
birth of a character.
who knew Charles Lawton was just like a monster, I guess. You know, the way they just had the monsters team up with Abbott and Costello. Then they're like, another iconic character, Charles Lawton's Captain Kidd. Doesn't quite have like a ring to it, but And this movie is actually also directed by the director of Son of Frankenstein, Roland V. Lee. And I love Son of Frankenstein. And so, I mean, pretty good director from what I've seen. So it could be good. So, Tommy, the game with Captain Kidd is entitled Pirate's Code. So, you're going to have 20 seconds to match the pirate phrase to its meaning. So I'll say a word, and you have to tell me what it means. Does that make sense, Tommy?
Do it.
All right. Okay. So, Tommy, if you're ready, then here we go. Ahoy.
Come aboard.
No, incorrect. Matey.
First mate, friend, compadre.
Yeah, friend. Booty.
Treasure, gold, plunder.
Correct. Scallywag.
Enemy. Not a friend.
Incorrect. Davy Jones' locker. There's the buzzer.
Oh, you suck.
What
You
do
suck.
you mean I suck? What are you talking
suck.
about? I
Like,
suck. Oh,
you're wrong on every single
wait,
account.
Fresh. What is that, Fresh?
This
You're
is
wrong.
my composite sketch of the crime scene.
Oh my god. I love
was
the
there.
surprise. No, it's surprise. You can see, you know.
Okay, well, that was it was 2 points. So
2
we
points.
it's unfortunately all tied up.
Let me give
There's
Tommy his 2.
As we've established earlier, there's no ties on this game.
There's no ties in this game.
Actually, Tommy should have 2 ahead because you were wrong. Because a scallywag is not someone you would want on your pirate ship. I'm just saying.
The definition that I have for scallywag is rascal.
And what is a rascal then?
It's a scooter that old people ride. I can't get.
No.
It was scallywag is rascal. That's what I've got.
What is a rascal?
Alfalfa.
I also have Davy Jones' locker, which is I have
No,
his
you
death
didn't
at
answer
sea.
my question. What is a rascal?
Alfalfa.
Tell me what a
Alfalfa,
rascal
yeah,
is.
Alfalfa was a rascal. We learned about that last season.
No, a rascal
A
is
tough
somebody
little
you would
boy.
want to deal with. So therefore, a scallywag, which my answer also covers the rascal. Therefore, I get a point.
Well, look, it's all tied up. We're gonna leave it that way.
This is real.
We're doing
Because, look,
sudden death.
I want-
wheel
well,
of movies.
I want to get one more round in real quick because I want to at least get 2 more movies out here.
Lightning
So
round.
I'm gonna let you go. Yeah, we're throwing in a bonus round. We're gonna let we could do extra points here. We could do some kind of wild shit.
Let's
But
do the final round. Let's do it.
here we're gonna let we're gonna spin the wheel.
Got a flight to Kinshasa in 1 hour.
Where is Kinshasa?
Kinshasa?
Yeah, I can't
What
even
do
say
you
that.
like to know or Kinshasa?
He's saying Inuyasha.
So we have the sin of Harold Diddlebach.
Yeah, that's fun to say.
Isn't that something?
The Sin of Harold Diddlebach from 1947. After losing his job, a timid man takes one wild drink and spirals into a whirlwind of chaos, gambling, lions, and newfound confidence.
Yes. So this is a kind of a throwback to silent comedy. It's got silent film star Harold Lloyd. He was lured out of retirement to appear in this film from writer-director Preston Sturges, who is known for his kind of zany comedies, Screwball, things like that. So this kind of has a little bit of Screwball, but also a little old school kind of silent movie style humor. And this is the game we've got with this is called We've Got Spirits. So in 20 seconds, you got to name 6 alcoholic drinks commonly ordered at a bar. Does that make sense, Fresh?
It does.
All right, then if you're ready,
I'm ready.
Then we're gonna go ahead and play. We've got spirits.
How many?
Right. 6.
Okay.
Right. Now, go.
Rum and Coke,
Mhm.
Whiskey Neat, Long Island Iced Tea, Moscow Mule, Irish Car Bomb.
Yeah.
Tequila Sunrise.
Hey, there it is.
That
Very
sounded like 6 drinks to me.
nice. Very good. That was 6. All right. Look at that. Let's go ahead and get your points on the board up there. And that's going to be a grand total of 17 for Fresh now. Very nicely
beer.
done.
That would have been an easy one. Damn. Whatever.
Beer would have been an easy one, yes, but we're glad you didn't take the easy way out. So,
Okay, well,
Not yet. Not yet.
So we got one more.
Tommy's got his work cut out for him.
This is our last time spinning the wheel. So Tommy, we'll see what you can do. One more game, and then we'll go into the death round. So,
Oh my God, there's another round.
no. That's just one question. It's just one question. It's like we did before. It was like we did last time. It's just one question.
Do it.
Well, no, we spin the wheel one more time. Okay, and
Okay.
then there were none. So this is a murder mystery.
And then there were none from 1945. 10 strangers are invited to a remote island where they're picked off one by one in this classic whodunit based on Agatha Christie's novel.
Yes, so classic murder mystery, very much
Very popular novel.
yeah, I did not know until I was looking it up today that it's apparently one of the most best-selling.
Yeah, I haven't really read any Agatha Christie. Have you read any?
No, and unfortunately that book was originally known by a more unfortunate title.
Oh.
And then another unfortunate title, and then it became and then there were none. So it's kind of got a very interesting history.
And then it was called Third Time's the Charm.
Right, exactly. So if you can go look that up. But yes, Tommy. So the game with this is called Get a Clue. Your goal is in 20 seconds to list the 6 weapons that are used in the game Clue. Are you ready? All right. If you're ready, Tommy, the timer starts now.
Candlestick, knife, gun, wrench.
Mm-hmm.
Poison.
No.
Fuck.
3 seconds.
Fuck.
All
Briefcase.
Briefcase.
From Monopoly.
From Monopoly.
The thimble.
The thimble. One of those little pegs
dog.
from the Game of Life. So
I believe that was 4.
4, yep. And that's going to put the score at 15 for Tommy and 17 for Fresh. So now we've had 8 movies on the wheel, so that's good. Now we can go into this is the final round. It's one
Game's
question.
not over.
The game's not over. This is the very last thing. Have your pen and paper handy because now in this final round,
Got it.
you got it. Either perfect. That's your letterhead. So you're gonna end up writing your answer down on the paper.
Wait, really?
Yes, you're gonna write your answer down, but before that, you're gonna wager your points. So you go ahead and write that down now. Both of you guys clock in your wager as many points as you've got. That's how many you can wager. And again, if you wager them all and you don't have it's a five-part question about movie titles. So it's 5 movie titles that you have to have. If you don't get all 5, then whatever points you wager, you don't get. You lose. So
Double or nothing.
That's the way this works. So, have you guys placed your bets?
Yes.
Sir.
Okay. All right. So again, 5-part question about movie titles. You guys are ready. The question is, in 20 seconds, you need to list 5 movies that start with the letter J. Go. 5 movies that start with the letter J. 5
no
movies.
franchise, no sequels.
No franchises, no sequels. You can't do multiple of if there's
Of
a
the
series
same-
with the
yeah.
letter J.
You
can
do
only
one.
you only get one. That's a new rule. I should have said that. Thank you, Evan. Rule man over here, keeping me honest. 1 second. And there is the horn. Pencils down, pencils down. All right. So did you guys both get 5 titles? Oh, Fresh, you didn't. Okay, Tommy, did you? Bless you.
Nope.
Okay. All right, that's interesting. So instead of your
Do we wanna
scores
give 'em a
going
few more
up,
seconds?
your scores are going to go down. Wait, what'd you say, Evan?
How
I
much
got
did
2.
You got 2. How many did you get, Fresh? You got 1? Okay, interesting.
maybe this is harder than we
And
thought.
maybe it was harder than we thought. Maybe we should have allowed sequels because you could have got Jaws, Jaws 2, Jaws 3, Jaws 4,
Jaws 5.
Jaws 5.
I need to run real quick.
So, well, you gotta blow his nose. All right, so we're going to get Fresh what you wagered first. So I believe, let's see what you got here. 13 points.
Ooh, okay.
So that's gonna bring your score down to 4.
4
Is that
points.
right?
Yes.
4
4
points.
points.
4 points. All right. That's
Correct.
that's
You win. That was the real test. You passed.
well. I mean, we'll
Math.
see. We'll see what Tommy wagered. He's coming back in. He's got his tissue. It's only down from here. Tommy, well, let's see what you wagered. I can't. Down a little more. Down.
Oh,
What is it?
This is all.
Oh, dang, Tommy, dang. So that is going to take your score down to 0. And so
It
there you
looks
have the
like-
final score, 0-4.
Looks
And
like we have a winner.
So we have a champion. Our I guess he was our first champion. Now he's our 4th champion of the Wheel of Movies, Mr. Fresh Rogan. All right. Yeah, Fresh. Let's get a bigger applause. Yeah.
Everybody give it up. Everybody clap in your bedroom at home alone.
Just hitting all the sound
Right.
effects.
clap in your bedroom at home. Be parasocial. You love us. Let's
There it is.
go.
Basking it up, and I took it away from you. Fresh Rogan.
We need a little musical.
He's our
Da-da-da-da.
yeah. Fresh is our 4th Wheel of Movies champion. He did it. Congratulations, Fresh. Thanks both of you guys for playing. Let's give all of our contestants a round of applause. Tommy.
Well played game. Very
There
close.
it is. Yes,
Very
I love
close.
you. Banging your hands like you're a British, Parliament guy. Yes, that's very good. So Fresh is the 4th Wheel of Movies champion. And so Fresh, that means that you get to pick a movie from the wheel to watch tonight. What are we going with, Fresh?
Malibu's most one.
Stop the title. I gotta go. Which one was the musical?
Oh no!
Yeah.
Road to Bali.
Road to Bali.
Okay.
With the ape
okay.
man.
Oh no!
Strange Illusion. Strange Illusion.
Strange
I wanted to make sure
Illusion?
I wasn't picking the musical. That's what I wanted to make sure.
Okay. The
No.
opposite.
No. Okay, so
Okay.
you are going with Strange Illusion, which again is kind of will be familiar territory for us. It's a very weird, Hamlet adaptation. So, wow. So that is Fresh Rogan, our champion. His choice, our winning movie tonight is Strange Illusion. So, there it is. There you have
I
it.
wish we had a little trophy.
I do. I do wish that. I'm gonna have to start doing that. I'm
The
gonna
shape
have to
of a wheel.
Headshot. I'm gonna keep on stomping to their neck. Pop.
Oh my God, whoa.
All
right.
Red dot.
There it is.
That's right.
That's
I'ma
all
throw
you
the
need to
shorty
know.
in the leg like.
Whoa, there it is.
Wheel of movies. No 1-2Bs.
Oh, ooh.
You can watch it on Tubi. Ooh.
Bro,
Who,
don't
me?
send the people to Tubi. We need them here on YouTube. So that was an excellent job, Fresh. And Tommy, way to put up a fight your first time playing. You did a hell of a job.
Yeah, didn't quite avenge Alana.
No.
So bad news next week.
No, and I said right, yeah. And I certainly, I guess it's a first that we had the score actually go down, whereas last time it, doubled. So that hey, I'm here for
Rigged
it.
from the start, so what do you...
Rigged from the start. Well, and you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and point this out. So it's
I guess
funny
Fresh has that fresh throat game.
because whoa, hey now, those
That's right. No gag
three-
reflex on this side. Come on.
So those 3 times previous, the movies that were picked were all comedies. This is the first time that we're deviating from that. We're going noir. So I'm stoked about that. It's good to not that I like the comedies. Don't get me wrong, but I'm glad to be getting into.
I really like Shadows of Doubt, so the noir is gonna.
All right, hell yeah, very very great pick, Fresh. We are thrilled that both of you could join us tonight to play. We are, we are humbled by your brilliance. So thank you guys for playing. Any
Tommy's
final?
got to run to the airport.
Tommy.
so-
Any final words before you go?
Rigged.
Rigged. All right, there it is. Fresh. Any final words before you go?
You know what? I just come in, I win, I do my thing. No trash talk over here.
There it is.
All right, I don't gotta talk about it. I be about it.
There it is. You heard it from the man himself, Fresh Rogan, your first and fourth Wheel of Movies champion. All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and get the movie queued up tonight that Fresh has chosen for us, which of course is entitled Strange Illusion. So
Strong.
we will send you on your way. Fresh, thank you for watching, sir. Playing along, sir. And everybody's still in the chat. Kathy, Sears, Sally. I think we're in for a treat. We don't get into wars often. So, and I should have asked Evan anything before we get into Strange Illusion tonight.
Just gonna say, everybody get your trench coats and fedoras ready.
Get your trench coats, get your
Light up your
fedoras.
cigarette.
Definitely light your cig. I don't think that, I don't know, Kathy, if, are you a femme fatale? If we got any femme fatales in the audience, then we're completing the noir formula. So
Need some of the long gloves.
right, yeah,
The
long,
gloves that go all the way up.
yeah, long cigarette holder.
Of course. You don't want to get any ash on your long gloves.
No, you don't. Absolutely not. And that was a real problem back then. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to get the movie queued up here. And let me just make sure that we are seeing it. I believe. Can we see? Is there a black screen there? Oh, I remember. But there it is. All right. So, without further ado, from 1945, Strange Illusion. All right. We're off to a rip-rollicking start. Regis. Not many people named Regis these days. Oh, sorry. There we go. Very dramatic start.
Is this a stairway to heaven?
Yes. That's exactly what it is. I mean, it's definitely kind of abstract.
Let's get a Zeppelin Noir.
Zeppelin Noir.
Whoa.
Okay.
I'm Paul Cartwright. My father was Judge Albert Cartwright, once Lieutenant Governor of the state. He was killed 2 years ago in a mysterious accident. We were not only father and son, but friends. The shock of his violent death still haunts my mind. My nights are troubled by strange dreams.
Albert, Albert, you've come back to me. I'm happy again.
Mother, no! This man isn't father.
I thought my happiness was gone forever, but you've come back to me.
Mother, listen to me, Mother.
Don't waste your breath, Paul. She can't hear you. I am your father now.
My father. Dorothy! Dorothy!
What is it, Paul?
Dorothy, speak to Mother. Tell her he isn't father. Tell her.
Of course he is. Look at the lovely bracelet he gave me. Isn't it beautiful? Has a lion's head. Dear Father, thank you. Thank you so much.
The train.
Uh-oh.
Get off the tracks.
It's coming right for you.
Oh,
Oh, shit. Nice.
Just what I've been waiting for.
My father. The train. You. Mother. Mother. Mother.
Paul.
Sheesh.
What a nightmare.
It's you, Doc.
The way you were yelling, I thought a wildcat had broken in. What's the trouble? Nightmare?
Yeah. What a nightmare.
Well, you get up and dress. I'll go out and get breakfast started.
Breakfast.
Yeah, it kind of does Sears. Oh, we're in hell.
Oh.
Fall to, Paul. Here's your breakfast.
Doc, do you remember what you said once in psychology class? About the phenomena of dreams foreshadowing future events?
Yes. But to healthy-minded people, a dream is just a dream. Come on, Paul. There's nothing like an early start for good fishing.
Doc, I'd like to go home today.
Home? Why, Paul, what's the matter?
I'm worried about Mother.
Now, look, you're not going to let a dream spoil our outing, are you?
Why do you suppose Mother didn't want me home for the holiday?
Oh, she probably had some reason. Now, get on with your breakfast.
I'd like to tell you about this nightmare I had, Doc.
Well, all right, if it'll make you feel better. Let's finish our eggs, and I'll get the tackle, and you can tell me on the way down. Hmm?
Fishing. It's
He
therapeutic.
said, you have hallucinations. Come with me. I'll take care of you. And he held onto my arm. That was when you woke me up.
Quite an extraordinary dream, but easily explained. At the inquest after your father's death, you remember, the engineer on the train testified that he caught a glimpse of the Acme Trucking Company sign as the truck pulled away. Although nothing's been seen of it since, it still remains the only clue to the unsolved mystery. Naturally, it will be impressed upon your mind.
Well, yes, but
And the Schumann Concerto was your father's favorite composition, if I recall correctly.
it all seems so real, and I remember every detail. The bracelet, the abandoned farm buildings, and the things this man said, like, it's just what I've been waiting for. And the terrible danger to Mother and Dorothy.
Forget it,
Dorothy.
Paul. You've been working too hard at school. This is a perfect way to relax. Hey, they're jumping like crickets. Come on.
Man, we don't often get outdoor on location shooting with a Poverty Row movie, do we? Not often.
Not usually in the water.
Hi there! Hi, Mac! What are you doing down here, spying on us, you old fox?
You old
that's more
fox.
like it. You better have your licenses. How you biting? Great! Letter for you, Paul. Okay.
You're scaring the fish away.
This kid's gonna fall out of that boat.
Yeah, that's a very rickety looking.
We just stand up in this rowboat.
It's from the Waynfield Trust and forwarded up here from the school, and I figured it might be important, so I brought it up to you.
Well, thanks, man.
No trouble. If there's any answer, I can mail it for you over in the village.
Well, there's no answer. It's a letter from my father.
It's kind of Opie-like.
Yeah, a
Say,
little
you're
bit.
not pulling my leg, are you, Paul?
Oh, no, Mac. Dad left a series of letters with the office of his estate. I get one every few months.
Well, I'll be doggone. Leave it to the judge to think of something like that. Uncanny smart that man was. Well, you want to read that sort of private. Good fishing, huh? Fine, Mac. How long you figuring on staying up here?
Oh, Doc,
Yes, Paul.
would you mind coming over a minute, please?
Now, so long, boys. Bye, Mac.
You know me, just delivering bad news.
What is it, Paul?
I received one of Dad's letters. I'd like to read part of it to you.
Go ahead.
It will be your responsibility as the man of the family to protect your mother and Dorothy by being constantly vigilant of their associates. I have always guarded your mother, who is so much younger than I, for in my experience I've had ample opportunity to observe the cunning of unscrupulous impostors.
Fits right in with your dream, doesn't it? Curious coincidence.
Oh, I hate to ruin your trip, Doc, but I'd really like to go home.
All right, Paul. It wouldn't do you any good anyhow with this worry on your mind, and if everything's all right, we can come back. Meantime, I can have a nice little visit with my sister. Let's get our stuff.
Look out!
Thanks a lot, Doc.
You're welcome, Paul. You can reach me at my sister's.
Okay, so long, Doc. Hello, Ben.
That was very good.
Well, this is a surprise.
Oh, I got kind of homesick. How's everything, Ben?
Well, everything's about the same so far.
That car, they didn't put on the brake, it's rolling back.
Just went over to the club to have lunch with Mr. Curtis.
Curtis? Well, who's he?
Well, he's been coming around here every day for the past month.
You mean he's been coming around to see Mother?
He sure ain't been coming to see me, no, sir.
Ah, got him. That was very good.
Well, he's a fine-looking man, nice talking, too. But ain't exactly my place to venture an opinion, no, sir.
You don't like him?
Well, you see how it is. Being with the judge so many years, I got to know just what folks he like and don't like. And I kind of suspect this Mr. Curtis wouldn't be on the list, no, sir.
I see.
But don't you take no preconceived ideas from me, Mr. Paul. Tain't constitution. Like the judge used to say, to exert undue influence on the bench. No, sir.
That's right, Ben.
I better take your bag upstairs. Should I run you a bath, sir?
Oh, never mind. I'll just take a shower.
Gotta go on bath, I suppose. Rich people in their baths.
Nothing else to do.
Yep. Oh dear, I'm bored.
Thanks, Ben. Hello, George.
Yeah? Well, for guy's sakes. Well, where are you? Well, why didn't you let me know?
For gosh sakes.
Come on over. I want to talk to you. It's confidential. Okay.
Mr. Paul's home.
Paul? What brought him home?
Well, he said he got homesick. He's up in his room.
Oh no, he's gonna find out about my new man.
Paul, darling.
Hello, Princess.
So he did have that bath.
He's all right,
I changed my mind.
You know what?
I had so many engagements, dear.
I will have
Of
that
course,
back.
if I'd realized
Come
that
clean, Mrs. Cartwright. Who's the Romeo?
Benjamin told you. Well, his name is Brett Curtis, and he's most charming. You know, I haven't even been slightly
Brett.
interested in any man since your father died. But I must admit I like this one.
What's up?
You'll meet
I'm
him
your
tonight at dinner,
stepdad,
and I want
Brett.
you to
Brett.
like him too.
Name's Brett. Such a
Are you
stepdad
sure he's
name.
all right?
Of course he is. Everyone finds him fascinating. He's amusing and interesting. He's been everywhere, and he's most attractive. You know, in some ways, he reminds me of your father, except he's younger.
He rides a motorcycle.
Oh, don't look so worried.
Well, you're my responsibility now, you know.
I'm the man of the house now.
You know how lonely we are.
Golly gee.
Yes, I understand that.
Darling, I've got to change. I hope you have a decent suit to wear. I've been bragging about how handsome you are.
I'll probably slide down the banister in my pajamas.
If you dare.
Oh, excuse me, Mrs. Cartwright.
Hello, George. How's
Kind of
Lydia?
jumped in there.
And poorly. But you'll be all right when she finds
Yeah,
out.
he
also.
Kramered his way in, didn't he?
Hiya,
Hey.
Paul, the old grind. Gosh, I'm glad to see you. What's all this confidential business?
How about this guy my mother's got in tow?
Oh, him.
Well, what gives? Does he rate?
By me, strictly poor.
Yeah, Sears is,
Dorothy
you
and I are
know.
washed up on account of that guy. Oh, George.
I guess that's the whole
You're
Hamlet
so
side of
crude
it.
and callow. Why can't you be more like
Mother
Brett?
fixation.
Smooth and sophisticated. Women, they get on my nerves.
Sounds like a purely personal reaction, George. I'm after facts. Is he solid?
Well, all I know is what I hear at keyholes. Mom and Dad say he's a cosmopolitan. But for my dough, he's a first-class...
Oh,
Hello, sis.
Hiya, small fry.
hello. Well, what happened to the fishing trip, Paul?
Canceled on account of family affection. What's with this Curtis I've been hearing about?
If you've been listening to George, you can just ignore it. Brett's positively out of this world, and the princess is mad about him.
Yeah,
He's an
so am
alien.
I.
Well, at least he is. More than I can say for some.
You know, like Shakespeare.
Of course, it must be quite a shock to realize that one simply doesn't measure up to civilized standards.
See what I mean? You know how we used to get along. Now where am I?
Oh, take it easy, George. It may blow over.
Nah, she'll never be the same. And I'm too old to change. There he is now.
Oh, I hope it goes there, Sears. Wouldn't that be something?
Oh, you're too divine, Brett, really.
I mean, it's
Flowers are big
it's
truth.
gonna get tragic, right?
You simply turn my head.
Turn her head, I'd like to wring her neck. She thinks he's a great wit, but nothing I say is funny anymore.
How about
He's
staying
gonna
for
kill
dinner,
somebody.
George? I don't feel like facing this alone.
Okay, I'll call her home. You'll have to lend me a tie.
Oh, sure.
Is Paul gonna start talking to a skull?
Gosh, maybe I should have gone home and changed.
You'll do.
Probably.
How
We
nice
need a
of you.
soliloquy. Who knows if we'll get it?
Paul, this is Brett.
How do you do?
I'm glad to know you, Paul.
Of course you know George Hanover.
Hello, George. I've been hearing quite a lot about you.
We watched The Wolfman recently.
Yeah.
That guy was the
If you
doctor
will,
in The
it gets me.
Wolfman.
Oh, okay.
I feel as if I'd met you somewhere before.
That's because Brett looks like father.
Well, I don't think so. Except maybe his nose a little.
No,
Thanks,
nothing
Paul.
like.
I'd rather not look like anybody but myself.
Paul was a great deal like his father.
I understand you have his talent, too.
Maybe. A speck of it.
I've been reading one of his books on criminology. My friend, Professor Muleback, the psychiatrist, recommended it to me. The professor thinks your father had a brilliant mind.
Well, Father's best book was never completed. I hope I'll be able to finish it for him someday.
I knew you two would like each other.
Dinner served, ma'am.
Dorothy?
Here, Paul, I have
Warren
everything you
William,
want.
that's right, Sears.
I just they're really beautiful.
You don't mean to tell me you like him.
I didn't say I liked him. I just said I could see why Mother likes him.
Yeah, but does Dorothy have to drool over him like a goon?
Oh, Dorothy's nothing but a
Whoa.
child.
Child,
Jeez.
nothing.
He's
She's a
definitely
first-class
gonna
flirt.
kill Dorothy.
The way she hangs on that guy's words. Honest, Paul, it sickens me.
Pure jealousy.
Me? Jealous? Yeah.
What is he doing?
That's
Stamps?
Maybe I am.
Stamp collection?
Paul, look. It was in the box with the corsage Brett gave me. Isn't it beautiful? It's the lion's head from India. Brett has such divine taste. Well, don't you like it?
Nice girls aren't supposed to take jewelry from strange men.
He's not a strange man.
Oh, is that the the concerto or whatever it was?
Paul, what's wrong? You're as white as a sheet.
Are we gonna go to the Black Lodge?
It does noir. I mean, clearly David Lynch is inspired by noir.
Gosh, she's fainted.
I'll get Mother.
Mother.
What's the matter, Virginia? What happened?
I don't know. Dorothy said he simply keeled over. When he came to, he babbled something about a dream and wanting to see you. He seemed all right at dinner time.
Let me see him.
Feel better? Say, you know, I had an uncle once. He used to get fits. They had to put a spoon in his mouth.
All right.
Did that help?
Well, young man, what's this all about?
No, it was just kind of fun.
Nothing, Mother. If you don't mind, though, I'd like to talk to Dr. Vincent alone.
Well, I guess I'll barge along home then. Hope you feel better, chum.
He
Well,
has
I'll
the
be okay.
vapors.
See you tomorrow.
That's right,
Right.
Sally.
You look feverish.
Oh, I just had kind of a mental shock. Remember the dream I told you about this morning, Doc?
Yes?
The part about Dorothy and the bracelet?
Yes?
Well, there's a man Mother's seriously interested in, and
Who is this man, Paul?
Brett Curtis, and he did give Dorothy a bracelet.
But Paul...
And it was in a corsage, and there was the music, the same music, the Schumann concerto. This may sound kind of crazy, Doc, but that dream is beginning to happen.
Now, wait a minute, Paul. Nothing has actually happened. The only similarity to the dream is the bracelet, and that could be a coincidence. You know, Dorothy's very fond of trinkets, and anybody who knew that might buy her a bracelet. As for the music, it's probably sitting on the piano. I wouldn't worry too much about it, son. Have you told your mother about this dream?
No. Mother thinks I've got too much imagination. Besides, she's gone overboard for this Curtis, and you can't talk to people when they feel like that about someone.
You're pretty young to know that.
Oh, I felt the same way about a girl last year. Nobody could tell me anything until I found it out for myself.
And you may be entirely wrong about this man. Now, the best thing to do is to find out all we can about him. Suppose you and I go down and see Bill Allen tomorrow. A banker doesn't usually take people at face value. We'll let him investigate.
That's an idea. Oh, and Doc, when you go downstairs, I wish you'd drop in and meet Curtis. I'd like to find out what you think about him.
All right, Paul. Now stop worrying.
Yeah, Sears. I mean, they're trying to make this guy out like he's
Come on,
like
Paul. Mr. Allen's a
young
busy man.
teenager, and it's
Thank
like,
you,
come
Mr.
on.
Allen.
Goodbye, Paul. Goodbye, Bill.
You're 30.
Doctor.
Oh, okay, going through the wall. Love it.
Like that. The movies.
Good morning,
Some
Curtis.
over-
Oh, good morning, Doctor. Hello, Paul. How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm fine, thanks.
You certainly gave us a scare last evening. I hope you've laid down the law to him, Doctor. What he needs is more fresh air and exercise.
Well, you can't pass exams on fresh air. Not in my school.
No, Paul takes his studies very seriously. Come along, Paul. Good morning, Curtis. Goodbye.
You don't suppose he followed us here?
Yeah, I
Come
mean,
now, Paul. The man banks there.
Doc is
Aren't
now
you
his
convinced
surrogate
Alan knows
father,
what he's talking
basically.
about?
My intuition isn't.
I take it easy on that intuition business, son. It can become an obsession, you know.
Well, if you don't mind, Doc, I think I'll walk home.
Well, that's a splendid idea. Do some deep breathing and try and rid your mind of Curtis.
Could he mean meditation?
Hi there, Doctor. Going anywhere near the club?
I go right by there. Hop in.
Oh, thanks. It's a nuisance
Going
to
to
find
the
a taxi
club.
when you want one. I don't drive myself.
That's unusual.
At 3 in the afternoon?
I had an accident when I was a youngster, and it made such an impression on me that I never learned to drive. Where's Paul?
Oh, he decided to walk home for the exercise.
Walking home in your suit.
Yeah, fuck that, dude. Oh my god.
Hiya, Paul. Feeling okay?
Sure. What gives?
Well, the gang's here, and we're going down to the river to watch a boat race. Kind of thought you'd like to come along.
Hello, Lydia.
That's what teens did in the
Well, if you are
mid
at the
40s.
absolute limit, not letting me know a thing about coming home.
We listened to some jumpin' jazz and went down to go watch the boat race.
Hey, what are you doing with that picture?
Miss Virginia wants it taken up to the study.
Why?
I couldn't say.
She's moving on. It's time to forget your
Where's
father.
Mother?
Downtown. She'll be back for lunch.
She's at the club.
Come on, let's go.
Turn up.
Down there after it's
They're all gonna
okay, come on.
turn.
Come on, Lydia. Okay, gang, I guess we can all get in my car. We can all squeeze in. Yeah, that's all right. Come on, Paul. Yeah, I'll see you later.
Teens.
Teens.
Paul,
Who's got the reefer
are you
sticks?
deliberately trying to avoid me? Because if you are, I'd just as soon you come right out and say so.
No, I'm not, Lydia. I just don't feel like going, that's all.
I'm sorry, sir. I sure did hate to move the judge out of his place.
Well, maybe this is where he'd rather be, Ben. He spent most of his time up here anyway.
Yes,
It's
sir.
so big.
Yeah, it is massive.
He looks so alive. Almost as if
Like
he could
life
speak.
size.
I
Maybe
wish
more
I
than
could.
life size.
In Hamlet, does he see his father's ghost?
Doesn't
Ben,
he? There's a
When is
ghost. Yeah, there's
Curtis
a
coming
ghost.
here again?
He's coming to lunch.
I want you to do something for me.
Anything you say.
When you take his glass off the table, don't touch it. Use a napkin and put it aside. You know what I want, Ben.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and Ben, I'd like a sandwich and a glass of milk up here, please.
Yes, sir.
Do you have the keys to the files? Thanks, Ben.
Dun dun.
Claude. For a second, it looked like it said Blod.
Claude Barrington.
Claude? It's Blod. It's pronounced Blood.
Prominent in unsolved crimes is the record of Claude Barrington, an amazingly clever and dangerous individual. He was suspected of innumerable crimes, including attacks on young girls, even murder. Yet the police have never been able to find sufficient evidence to warrant his arrest. His quick disappearance,
Read the whole thing out loud.
the failure of witnesses to identify him, the lack of fingerprints or photographs, indicated a marked talent for crime. Suspicion first fell upon Barrington when in 1932 he married a wealthy young widow, Cecilia Gordon, who was drowned within 6 months of their marriage, leaving him a substantial legacy. However, no evidence could be found to prove that Barrington was in the vicinity at the time of her death.
Eyes. the eyes
Hello,
are gonna
darling.
pop
What are you
out.
doing up here?
Reading up on something in Dad's files.
It's such a lovely day. You should be outdoors. I'm sorry about moving the picture. I wanted to change things in the living room. It's so old-fashioned. I wanted to brighten it up a bit.
It's all right, Mother.
Paul, are you going to make things difficult?
I haven't said anything.
It isn't what you say, it's your attitude. Why don't you like Brett?
Just don't want you to make a mistake, that's all. How much do you know about him?
Everything. He's told me all about himself. Paul, why are you so mistrustful?
I received one
Is
of
that a
Dad's
word?
letters yesterday. Maybe you'd better read it.
Poor Albert. He saw so much of crime and wickedness, he was bound to become overcautious. Now I understand why you're so anxious, dear. What is it you want to know?
Has Curtis ever been married before?
No, he's a bachelor. He was going to be married a few years ago, but the girl drowned shortly before the wedding. Brett was terribly broken up about it, of course.
Red
He
flag.
was drowned?
It's quite a tragedy. She was so young. Well, Paul, anything else?
Where does he get his income?
Oh, he owns mines and things. I had Mr. Allen check into all
Mines?
that.
Mines
You see,
and
I'm not as
things?
irresponsible as you think I am.
Yeah, you know, rich
You're
people
not
stuff.
going to marry him for a while yet, are you?
I don't know, Paul.
I think you should wait.
Paul, I don't want to make you unhappy, but that's one thing I must decide for myself.
You mean you're going to marry him right away?
I may.
But you can't. You've got to give me time
Give
to...
you time. For what?
Well, to get better acquainted with him.
Darling, you'll be going off to school soon. Your life will be occupied with other things for years. Paul, try to understand. Try to be fair. Please.
Paul, back
For my
off.
sake.
Don't ruin this for me.
That's better. You'll be down for lunch?
No, Benjamin's bringing my lunch up here. I'll be down later.
Maybe you could play some tennis with Brett. He plays an excellent game. If you just give him a chance.
Of course
to
he
himself,
does.
You two would probably be the best of friends in no time. I've got to go now. Don't work too hard, darling.
Brett.
Brett.
Brett. Uh-oh. There it is. Are they playing tennis out there?
You wretch, that did it.
Uh-oh.
You
Lucky I got
wretch.
2 games.
Stay up, lady.
Ooh, he's not gonna like that.
Hello, Paul. How you feeling?
Okay, how's the boat race?
Keen. The Blue Moon's
Evening,
live.
James.
You should have come with us, Paul. Lydia's furious.
Oh, she'll get over it. I've got too much on my mind.
Any lunch left for me, Ben?
There's sandwiches and milk in the breakfast
No, you
room,
missed
Miss
out.
Curry.
Oh, thanks, Ben.
James, welcome.
Sandwiches and milk.
Hello, darling.
Hello, Paul. Where have you been hiding?
Well, I had some work to do.
I hear you're taking law at college.
Just the groundwork. My main interest is criminology. Mr. Curtis, do you believe there's such a thing as a perfect crime?
It's possible.
I've been reading about some perfect crimes in my
Get
father's
you,
files.
son of a
I
bitch.
believe there were more undetected criminals at large than have ever been caught.
I shouldn't be surprised. The police have their limitations.
What a morbid conversation. Brett, it's too bad you've changed. You could have played some more tennis with Paul.
I wouldn't have time, darling. I promised to go up to Middleborough and look at some property for a friend of mine.
Oh, Brett, why couldn't
Go
we
look at a
drive you?
mine.
The ride would do Paul good.
Oh, that's a nice of you
I'm in the
to
market
do, but,
for a new mine.
It'll take hours to look at tracks, and I'll be talking business. I'll phone you when I get back.
Talking
I'll
about
walk down to
rocks,
the gate with you.
dirt.
Paul. Goodbye, Brett.
See you later, darling.
Understand you've traveled a lot.
Well, yes, I've always been curious about what was beyond the next horizon.
Ever been in Nevada?
Yes?
Yes, it does, Sears.
Magnificent country it is, too. Makes a man wish he could paint. You'd like it.
What's Reno like?
Oh, that's indescribable. It's a hodgepodge of Wild West and Wild East. Cowboys, divorcees, mink and mustangs, Jude ranches, and the real thing all shuffled together.
I'd like to see some of those old ghost towns. And a real silver mine.
Well, I have an interest in several mines. Perhaps we'll take a trip someday.
Do you know Colorado?
Quite well.
Waynfield must seem pretty tame after those places.
I've seen pretty much everything worth seeing. I'll be glad to settle down right here. Well, goodbye, Paul. See you tomorrow.
Paul is not going to be
We're
happy
to
about
hit
that.
it off together.
So long.
Why don't you go back to Colorado? Brett! Brett!
Get out of here, Brett!
Brett!
Rescue Manor. Is that the name of their house?
Hello, Charlotte.
Hello, Mr. Curtis.
Professor's expecting me.
Yes, sir. Mr. Curtis.
Send him in.
Go right in.
Good afternoon, Professor.
Hello, Curtis. Well, how does it go?
There's a new development.
The boy?
Yes, he came home unexpectedly.
Hostile?
Definitely. A neurotic type. Interested in criminology. He asks a lot of questions. Remarkably intelligent for his age. I have the feeling he knows more than he should.
Does his attitude affect her?
It hasn't yet. But he's a persistent little devil. This morning he made inquiries about me at the bank.
Nothing to worry about there. Everything is in order.
This afternoon, he was looking through his father's files. When he came downstairs, he asked me if I believed there was such a thing as a perfect crime.
You're there watching. Has she accepted you?
She hasn't yet, but she will.
What's the girl's attitude?
Oh, Dorothy. A complete conquest. A little beauty, too.
Be careful. I warned you
Yikes.
before.
I don't have the
Weakness of
yikes
yours
on
will
here,
ruin all our
shit.
plans.
Don't worry. Nothing will ruin our plans. I waited a long time to get back at Cartwright. I'll make them pay for his meddling interference if it's the last thing I do.
You'll do as I tell you. Don't forget, I'm in this, too. Perhaps I made a mistake. Perhaps I should have kept you as a patient instead of making you an associate. Don't forget, I'm concerned with the financial outcome in this case, not your personal revenge.
You have nothing to complain of. Everything's working out. The boy is the first hitch.
He sounds like a subject for mental analysis. You might suggest it to the mother. Sometimes these cases destroy themselves. The important thing is to get the wedding over with as quickly as possible. When you are legally in possession, we can take care of him here.
Funny, that thought was in my mind, too. But why wait till I'm in possession?
As her husband, you would be in a position to comfort her. As her fiancée, such a tragedy might cause a revulsion against you.
That's true.
Therefore, you must lose no time. The stakes are high, and there's constant danger if the boy is following the Barrington trail.
Barrington is legally dead. Fortunately, so is the judge.
However, fools and children sometimes stumble upon details which even the most careful strategist has overlooked.
Do they?
Maybe as soon as possible. Meanwhile, you must impress her with my professional distinction. Understand?
Perfectly.
Now be careful. If you can't accomplish this within the week, our relationship shall revert to that of doctor and patient.
I'm spending the weekend with them. I'll have her consent before Monday.
Such a strange partnership.
Yeah.
Oh, we're hanging out by the pool.
I give up.
I'm wearing my suit by the pool.
This is my pool suit.
That's how you know he's a Reno
You
man.
don't really mean that.
Virginia, why do you keep putting me off?
Swimsuit.
You promised me you'd give me time to
Three-piece
think
swimsuit.
It's been lonely. Why should we put off the happiness of being together?
Brett, the water's wonderful.
I'm hopping right in. Was he brooding against the railing? Oh no, he's fucking creeping. Brett, you're staring at my at this girl too long. Oh my god.
When, Virginia?
I'll give a dinner party to announce it.
You're not going to put me through a formal wedding, are you?
No, just a dinner party. We'll slip away quietly and I'll send the announcements out later.
Good, we'll elope.
Elope? It sounds so young and reckless. Doesn't seem right with two grown children. Brett, you do like them, don't you?
Like them? A handsome, full-grown family on a silver platter?
Pervert alert.
What more
That's
could we
right.
ask?
Darling, do you realize that you haven't kissed me since we've been engaged?
What? Y'all kissed earlier. I guess not like that,
Not much
but
privacy around here, is there?
Well, that's family life.
Why don't you come in for a swim, Brett? The water's wonderful.
How about a swim, Virginia?
Oh, no, darling, you go. I want to write the dinner invitation. Is there anyone special you'd like to ask?
Why, yes, my old friend, Professor Muhlbach, you know, the psychiatrist. You'll enjoy meeting him.
Enjoy your swim, darling.
I wasn't supposed to tell you this, but I think it's only fair you should know.
No, I kind of suspected. I guess they didn't tell me because they know I don't approve.
No. I don't either.
What? I thought all you girls were goofy about him.
No, I was at first, but not anymore.
Uh-huh.
No, really, Paul, I mean it. Remember the other day by the pool here?
Yeah?
Well, Brett came for a swim. Once when I dived under, I don't know how to tell you this. I haven't told anyone.
What happened?
Well, he
okay.
swam underwater, got a stranglehold on me, and started kissing me.
Oh, what?
You know, it
I
doesn't
need
sound
my
like
yikes.
very much.
Yeah, jeez.
It was horrible. I can't describe it.
Jeez.
I pulled away. He followed me and said he hadn't meant any harm and asked me if I'd just forget about it and be friends. I felt sort of queer about him ever since. You won't mention this to him, will you?
No. And don't you say anything about it. What you've told me adds up with other things.
What other things?
Oh, I can't tell you now. The trouble is I may be wrong. I haven't any proof, just a hunch. Nobody wants to believe me.
I believe you, Paul.
Thanks, Sugar. Well, there's Dr. Vincent. I've got to
Sugar.
talk with him. You better run along, Lydia.
Oh, but Paul, are you... Well, what I mean to say is, you still like me, don't you?
Oh, sure. But everything's on ice for a while. No dates.
Yes, all right. Only, don't forget.
Okay, funny face.
Uh-oh.
Hello, Paul. They're announcing their
Oh, the
engagement.
doctor.
I suspected as much.
What have you found out?
Nothing unfavorable to Curtis. Mr. Allen gave me these answers to some inquiries he made. After reading them, you'll probably agree it looks like a clean bill of health.
Well, that may be so, but Lydia just told me something. Would you mind coming up to my room a minute, Doc?
Not at all, Paul.
Not at all, Paul. All right. That's a little... I don't know why he and this doctor are so close to begin with.
My friend, the doctor.
My friend, the doctor. Is it your doctor your best friend?
Oh, good evening, Professor. I'm glad to see you.
Good evening, Curtis.
Well, I was afraid you wouldn't get here.
You know how it is, always something at the last minute.
Of course. Virginia, this is Professor Muehlbach. Mrs. Cartwright.
How do you do, Professor Gilbert?
I'm honored, madame. It was most gracious of you to invite me.
Fred's told me so much about you, I was anxious to meet you.
Thank you, madame. A happy occasion, this, eh? Curtis is a lucky fellow.
Come in, Professor.
Now I'll show you something in the Barrington record that ties in with what Lydia told me. That's funny. This drawer was locked. It's been opened.
Maybe you just thought you locked it.
No, I'm sure I locked it yesterday. I haven't opened it since. Curtis was here, too.
Curtis be
May I come
snooping.
in, or is this a private huddle? Hello, Doctor.
Hello, Dorothy.
The princess wants you in the drawing room. There's a big psycho something or other that she wants you to meet. Friend of Brett's. You too, Paul.
Oh, I don't want to go down.
But, Paul, you must. You can't spoil Mother's party.
That's right.
That's how I
Come on, we
feel
can talk later.
at parties too, Paul. I just want to stay up in my room. Let's take a break right there. That's about the middle. So we'll go ahead and we'll take a little break. So that was the first half of Strange Illusion. Winner Fresh Rogan's pick from the Wheel of Movies tonight. What are we thinking so far, Evan?
I'm enjoying it. I hope Fresh is enjoying it.
It's funny because it really has a lot of quality in it, right? For Poverty Row, for a Poverty Row movie. You can see they're taking great care with the lighting and the sets and camera movement. You know, it's not all just wide static
Right, yeah,
angles.
we've had some movement.
Yeah. And I think Bluebeard was kind of like that too. I think there was a lot of movement. So it's a testament to Edgar G. Ulmer, who could do a lot with very little. And I think also the studio, PRC, was also trying to like get into higher budget production. So this is one of those, and it's just an interesting story, right? And I like how you noted the, not directly Twin Peaks, but just this kind of noir kind of a story. We're dealing with dreams and visions, and
Well, you know how much I love just like weird, heady, out there stuff like that.
yeah. So
kind of eating it up.
Yeah. Well, hey, very good. I mean, that's the thing. You'd probably really like, there's a lot of great noirs out there. This is definitely an more obscure than what most people kind of hold up as the big noirs. But
yeah, this kid's awfully like squeaky clean for a noir.
Right. Yeah, isn't he? Yeah, he's not like
when we say noir, this isn't quite as like dark and brooding as I might expect.
as you would expect, right?
Have it like the only fog mist we've seen is at the very beginning.
Right.
That was just a dream.
Which pretty wild dream, I didn't mind it. But yeah, I mean, I think that it's definitely the quality is creating an atmosphere which is really pulling you in to the story. So I'm enjoying it. Yes, Fresh, you had a good pick tonight.
Todd Slaughter as Brett.
Oh God, Todd Slaughter he'd be so gleeful. We've already seen him doing like this, a whole bunch of times. Yeah, I mean, I think Warren Williams he's doing good at playing like the suave.
Very,
kind
yeah. He's swooped in here.
And I mean, I think that was like, he was early in his career called like the king of pre-code Hollywood, because he played a lot of like crime dramas where there's like illicit stuff, but he'd also play like law figures, and he was really prolific in his early days, but good at playing that kind of shady suave, sophisticated, but possibly seedy character. So I think he's doing good with it. And yeah, I mean, I'd say the other performers are performing well. You know, um, between that and the music, and there's just a lot of good touches here. So enjoying this pick, Fresh. It was definitely a good one. That's right, Sears. Warren William played Perry Mason. That was one of his big roles during the pre-code times. But yeah, so we're enjoying Strange Illusion. We're gonna take this little break. And so we've got some Autolite commercials for you. You know, we love
Hell
Autolite.
yeah.
Unfortunately, we
Here's a
couldn't.
throwback.
Yeah, unfortunately, we couldn't get them to sponsor Wheel of Movies, but maybe, fingers crossed, right? We'll get them one day.
Yeah, next time somebody hit up Autolite.
Let them know the Wheel of Movies is an amazing game show. It needs a sponsor, and Autolite, we'd be perfect. We'd be a perfect match. So, we're gonna get these. I think there's 3 commercials in all. And then when we come back, we're going to get into the exciting second half of Strange Illusions. So stick around. We'll be right back.
Hi there. This is Rex Marshall speaking for Autolite. We'll get back to our suspense story, The Purloined Letter, in just a moment. Now, while we take a brief intermission, I'd like to show you one of our little Autolite cartoons. This little story concerns a fellow named Charles the Chef, who was known far and wide for his culinary creations, particularly his wedding cakes. Well, this one was one of his finest, so Charles was delivering it himself, driving very, very carefully. But all of a sudden, Charles' car began to jump like a Jinx jitney. Oh, that's terrible. The bride and groom were terribly upset, and Charles the Chef was fit to be fried. Well, I hope your car isn't bad enough to ever break up a wedding, but maybe it isn't giving you exactly the smooth kind of a ride that you'd prefer. So let me remind you that if your spark plugs aren't functioning properly, and if they're worn out, like this one, well, that may be the reason. But you know, when your spark plugs are right, you'll get quicker starts and smoother riding every single time. So that's why it's such a smart thing to pay a visit to your Autolite spark plug dealer. You see, he'll be ready to check your spark plugs with this exclusive Autolite plug check indicator. Now, simply by matching the appearance of your spark plugs with this handy indicator, you and your dealer can tell in a jiffy if they're right for the kind of driving that you do. Well, if cleaning or adjustments are needed, he has the proved Autolite spark plug cleaner and all the latest information on how to do the job quickly and efficiently. Now, if replacements are required, he'll recommend the proper type of ignition-engineered Autolite spark plug best suited to give your car smoother performance, quick starts, and gas savings. You know, all Autolite spark plugs are ignition-engineered by the same Autolite engineers who designed the coil, the battery, the distributor, the generator, and all the other important parts of the complete ignition systems which are used as original factory equipment on many leading makes of our finest cars and trucks. So that's why ignition-engineered Autolite spark plugs are tops in quality and tops in performance. Visit your Autolite spark plug dealer. Easy to find them. Just look for this sign, or simply call Western Union by number and ask for operator 25. Without obligation, she'll tell you the name of the nearest dealer where you can get ignition-engineered Autolite spark plugs. So pay him a visit soon, won't you? Because remember, from bumper to tail light, you're always right with Autolite. And now, the second act of Edgar Allan Poe's suspense story in just a moment. But while we take this little intermission, I'd like to tell you a little story of my own that concerns one of the favorite features of television. That's right, wrestling. Now, it all happened the night that Bone Crusher Brady, one of TV's big stars, was starting out for his match with Lilac Louie. Oh, but look what happened. His car wouldn't start. His battery was dead, out as cold as his last opponent. Hey, Bone Crusher, you don't have to throw away the automobile. No, wait a minute now. Hey, Bone Crusher, hold on. Hey, you see, your trouble is you just keep forgetting to fill the battery with water. That's right, folks. The Bone Crusher never did know that extreme loss of water is one of the principal causes of battery failure. And of course, what our mighty man of muscle should have had is an Autolite Stay Full battery. The famous battery that needs water only 3 times a year in normal car use. You see, in the ordinary battery, small particles keep flaking off the positive plates. So the ordinary battery has to have a large space in the bottom of the case to hold those particles. Otherwise, they'll get together and short-circuit the plates. But that isn't the case with the Autolite Stay Full battery. Oh, indeed. In the Autolite Stay Full battery, there's a fiberglass insulation, a retaining mat that protects every positive plate and holds the active materials in place to reduce that flaking. You see, there's the fiberglass, the feature that gives such real advantages to the Autolite Stay Full battery. Now, while the ordinary battery requires this much extra space below the plates, the Autolite Stay Full battery doesn't need all that extra space, so we use it to advantage by putting it up above. Well, with both batteries filled to capacity, you can see that the solution in the ordinary battery barely covers those all-important plates, while in the Autolite Stay Full, there's over 3 times as much liquid reserve for over 3 times the protection. Now, as water evaporates in the ordinary battery, parts of the plates are left exposed and partially inactive. But when the same amount of water evaporates from the Autolite Stay Full battery, the plates are fully protected and still active. And so that's why your Autolite Stay Full battery needs water only 3 times a year in normal car use. And it's important to remember this, too, that the Autolite Stay Full battery gives longer life in tests conducted according to accepted life cycle standards. So why don't you make it a point to drop in and see your neighborhood Autolite battery dealer soon? He services all makes of batteries, and if you need a replacement, he'll have an Autolite Stay Full for your car. To quickly and easily learn his location, simply call Western Union by number and ask for Operator 25, please.
That's me. And I'll be glad to give you the number of your nearest Autolite battery, and call Operator 25, Western Union.
And remember, from bumper to tail light, you're always right with Autolite.
The best automotive parts that money can buy. Autolite. Autolite is a growing part of Ford, the better idea company.
Good catch, Kathy. We were just agreeing with your observation that the Autolite girl, Operator 25 was probably fired after that little mishap. And I'm going to be fired by myself after that little mishap. So, but you gotta love it. So some Autolite there for you. We love those commercials. And yeah, we're just gonna chug right along with Mr. Fresh Rogan's winning pick from the Wheel of Movies tonight, Strange Illusion. And
what a strange illusion it was.
What a strange illusion. Now, I believe that I've read Hamlet.
Didn't we read
in 10th grade?
Yeah, in high school.
We read Hamlet, I think.
I feel like we did.
At some point in high school, we read Hamlet, and maybe I wasn't really paying attention. Because I don't remember the fine details of the story that I'm trying to see. Like, what does tonight's film draw besides just that idea of?
Do you think Brett killed his dad?
Oh, Brett definitely killed his dad, dude. Creepy Brett. You know, creepy Brett definitely is the one responsible for that.
Dropped some poison in his ear.
Yeah. I mean, hey, poison is clearly, again, that was really what the game of Clue, one of the weapons should have been poison, because it's just the most logical choice. But couldn't save Tommy Felicia on that one tonight. But yeah, I mean, I think that the movie has definitely been pretty engaging so far, and so we'll see. I mean, how do you think this is? Do you think it's gonna go there? You know, like, I mean, because
God, what is-
Hamlet goes there, right? At the end, it gets crazy. People are killing and dying. And all
Yeah, yeah. It's Do we think Paul's gonna like snap? He seems like he's kind of teetering, right? I could see him. Is Paul gonna kill Brett?
Yeah, I could see that. I also could see Paul's friend. I mean, again, he's like super mad. He's
Yeah.
big mad. He's big mad.
And what about this professor?
Yeah, the professor's definitely a shady character. He's certainly capable of murder, I would think. Psycho something, as the sister described him. Maybe he is a psycho. Who knows? So, yeah, we've got a colorful cast of characters here. And, yeah, I mean, I obviously Edgar G. Ulmer is not one to shy away from, you know, gruesome, tragic death. If you've seen The Black Cat and you know how that ends, then you'll understand, you know, why, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. I don't want to get anybody's hopes up, okay? You know me. I've been known to, you know, get excited about a movie, and then a lot of the movies that we watch on our show just kind of, some just kind of peter out, you know? So, but we'll see. So, doing good so far. So, anything before we get into the second half of Strange Illusion, Evan?
Yeah, when are we gonna get Rosencrantz and Guildenstern?
Yeah, that's what this is really missing, right? Like, that's the really want to be a Hamlet adaptation. You gotta bring it all the way around. So, on that note, we're gonna go ahead and get into the exciting conclusion of Strange Illusion right now. So they're at the engagement party of the Brett and the mom.
Virginia's arithmetic is delightful. She subtracts by counting backwards on her fingers. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. That means 10 minus 5 equals 6.
Well, that's right, isn't it?
Of course it's
The most canned. Even the doc's buying it.
Well, tell me about
Paul's like,
psychiatry, Professor. It
10
must be
minus
very
5 is
interesting.
6.
I'd love to be psychoanalyzed.
What is he talking about?
Delighted to do it. Anytime you say.
Oh my God. Looks good.
Miss Cartwright.
Benjamin, Mr. Curtis will call.
Well, my friend, here's a chance to display your domestic accomplishments.
Whoa.
It's just what I've been
But
waiting for.
he's not the man of the house. He shouldn't be allowed to. Oh, yeah, like, devastating.
It's just what I've been waiting for.
So.
Fear one. You stay here, Virginia. I'll take care of it.
Paul hasn't been himself lately.
An extremely sensitive boy, madame. I would like to talk to him. I have been most successful with the juvenile neurosis.
It's nothing serious, Professor, I'm sure.
Paul, what is it now?
The words in my dream. Curtis said, "It's just what I've been waiting for." When he said that, I could hear the train coming and then the crash. Gosh, Doc, it's spooky. It's got me.
You've got to pull yourself together, Paul. Now, let's look at this thing realistically. I understand Bill Allen's going to announce the engagement. He's known your mother all her life. Do you think he'd sanction a match if he weren't sure of Curtis?
I can't figure it out. Maybe I'm going wacky, Doc, but I could swear he's Barrington.
Barrington's dead, Paul.
I don't believe he is.
But it's too fantastic.
How is the young man feeling, Doctor?
Oh, he's all right. He was just having a dizzy spell.
Perhaps I can be of some assistance. Nerves are my specialty. May I come in?
Well, it's just a reaction from overwork at school.
Ah, yes, I was an intense student myself at his age. Do you mind if we have a little talk, young man?
I feel all right.
Perhaps the doctor had better go downstairs. Seems a pity to spoil Madame's party.
I'd rather have Dr. Vincent stay.
Of course, I have no objection. Let's sit down and be comfortable.
No objections.
I understand you are an unusual boy, Paul. Extremely talented. You intend to pursue your father's research into criminology?
Yes.
Interesting subject. But something must be done about these nervous attacks. They're not exactly normal at your age. I presume you are devoted to your mother?
Of course.
As one student of human nature to another, may I speak frankly?
Go ahead.
In some cases, filial devotion to a mother goes beyond the borderline of normality. It can frequently produce hallucinations.
Did you say hallucinations?
Do not be offended. I'm merely stating a theory.
Let go.
Please don't agitate yourself. I'm only trying to help you.
I don't need a psychiatrist.
But you do. I believe it is your emotional aversion to your mother's remarriage which produces these neurotic symptoms. I'm sure I can cure you in a very short time. I would like
With
to put yourself under my
electroshock
care at
therapy.
Restview. That's a sanitarium for mental cases.
Yes, but I wouldn't consider you a patient.
Todd Slaughter would be good at this game.
Well, that's right of you. Good night, Professor.
I'm sorry. I assure you I meant no offense. May I see you a moment, Doctor?
I'll be right back, Paul.
The boy's agitation reveals an emotional influence which should be corrected immediately. I hope you can persuade him.
I'll speak to him.
Good.
Well?
The same words as your dream, weren't they? It's extraordinary.
Those two are mixed up together somehow, Doc. Hallucinations. Do you believe that stuff?
I've read about it in textbooks.
And according to him, I've got him.
He seems to think so.
What else did he say, Doc?
Well, he wanted me to ask you to go to his sanitarium and let him analyze you.
You know, Doc, that might not be a bad idea.
But I don't think it's necessary.
But, Doc, I might find out something up there.
Yes. But Paul, if those two men are what you think they are, it'd be mighty dangerous.
Well, you could come up every day and keep an eye on me, couldn't you?
Yes.
Besides, it might be a good way to stall for time. I'd make Mother promise not to marry Curtis till I got back.
But Paul...
And meanwhile, you could take these to Armstrong and get him to analyze them, their fingerprints off a water glass.
Curtis? I'll talk to Mulbach. Paul, you're a very clever boy.
Thanks, Doc. I'd be in a tough spot.
I feel like the
without you.
doctor is not
Maybe
going to
we're
come
both
through
crazy.
in the end. He's going to be manipulated.
And again,
in
maybe
some
we're
way.
not.
It's a lovely room, isn't it, Paul?
Very nice.
I hope you'll find it comfortable. My routine is a simple one. A few heart-to-heart talks, plenty of food and rest. Believe me, Mrs. Cartwright, he will return home a healthier and happier boy.
I'm sure you will. Goodbye, darling. Don't read too much. You'll take good care of him, won't you, Professor?
Read.
Of course, madame.
I'll drop in tomorrow and see how he's getting along.
Please do, Doctor. I'm always happy to have the cooperation of my colleagues.
Goodbye, Paul. I'll see you tomorrow.
Goodbye, Doc. Bye, Princess.
Goodbye, darling.
I'll see you later.
Did he just call her princess?
Did he?
Is that his mother? I don't know, man. Maybe he does have a problem. Maybe he does need to be here.
Let me out.
I'm trapped. These bars.
I changed my mind.
I feel like an animal. I like the shadow work.
Bars.
Don't leave me here. You can't leave me here.
Office?
Could I call outside, please?
I'll get the number for you.
Well, I forgot my tennis shoes. Do you happen to know where I could get a pair?
I'm sure Professor Muehlbach can lend you some.
Thanks.
Yeah, he's not gonna have any to fit.
I can get out through this vent.
Of course he has two-way mirrors.
Come in.
Well, Paul, can I help you get settled?
Oh, no, thanks, Professor. There's not much to do.
That's a funny place to hang your coat.
Oh, I got tired of looking at myself. Same old face.
Touch of inferiority, eh? We'll overcome that. I encourage tidiness as much as possible. Orderly room, orderly mind. I hope you have a good appetite for lunch.
Pretty fair.
Anything special you prefer?
Well, I'm not fussy, Professor. That's a nice garden you have.
Gardening is my hobby. I'm very proud of my flowers.
How about the rest of the place? Do you have many patients?
Quite a few, but don't let your mind dwell on that. We are facing in the direction of normality. I hope you will have complete confidence in me. I'll ask you many personal questions. You must be truthful and accurate in your replies. That's important. Remember, we're friends. Just call the office if you want anything.
Is it all right if I use the phone to call outside?
Well, certainly. Feel free to call anyone you wish.
Thank you.
I'll see you at lunch.
I'd like to get Waynfield 1531, please.
One
Hello,
large
Vixen, what's
pepperoni
next?
pizza.
Oh, Paul, where are you?
I'm up at Middleborough getting my brain unscrambled. It's all very scientific. Cures hives and hangnails and improves the disposition, it says here. Are you missing my kissing?
Was that some kind of code?
No, just juvenile vernacular.
What pleases the significance?
Young romance in the modern manner.
Romance, I see.
He learned how to do that at criminology school. Yeah, Sierra's teens are always speaking in code.
I'm back.
How much of this movie has this guy spent in that house room?
He's a comfortable boy. I got your plate number.
Nine, 3, 4, 9, 6. 9, 3.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I can't sleep. Nightmares.
I'll get you a sedative. Go to your room. We don't permit the patients to wander through the corridors at night.
Well, I'm not a patient. I'm a guest.
I'm here
I
voluntarily.
must admit the boy
Good point,
puzzles me.
Kathy.
I can learn nothing from him except that he suspects you. I'm sure he knows you're Barrington. How he arrived at that conjecture, I don't know.
From his father's files, I found the Barrington folder in his desk. The boy's as persistent as his father was. I won't be in the clear until I get squared with the entire family. It'll be quite ironic, won't it? The elusive Barrington, married to the widow of the Honorable Judge Albert Cartwright.
He won't be if Paul can help it. Right now, his main idea is to delay the marriage.
He's managed that already. She promised him not to marry me until he returns.
There must be some way to overcome that. Find some pretext to leave town, then persuade her to join you. You should have sufficient influence to overcome her promise to the boy. I will detain him here as long as possible. As soon as I have word from you that the ceremony has been performed, this troublesome opposition can be eliminated.
How do you propose to do it?
I will attend to it.
God.
Come in.
Mr. Curtis, ma'am.
Oh, Brad.
Brad.
I didn't expect you so early.
I had to see you, dear. I have to go to Washington on business.
Oh, darling, what a shame.
I want you to come with me.
They
We can
have
stop
mines
off at
in
Richmond and be married.
Washington?
I couldn't do that, Brad. I promised Paul.
Are you going to let Paul spoil things between us, Virginia?
Darling, don't even think such a thing.
Then come with me. We'll turn the trip into a honeymoon.
Couldn't we wait till Paul gets back? I'd feel so much better about it.
Virginia, from the first moment we met, everything went perfectly between us. Then Paul came home, and you began to change.
It's all
Nonsense.
Paul's.
We announced our engagement. Everything will go as we planned.
Let's go down and get the license and have it over with today. Right now.
I couldn't.
Very well, then. Just as you wish. I'll be leaving this afternoon. I'll be gone for several weeks.
Brett, do you really have to go?
Perhaps it'll be just as well if you have time to think this out alone. I want you to be sure of your feelings, Virginia.
But I am sure. You know that.
Then why not marry me and stop worrying about Paul?
I can't help being concerned about him, Brett. He's my own boy.
But he's getting the best of care. Muleback will have him well again in no time. Let's call him up and find out how he's getting along.
Trust my doctor friend. He's the best.
Of course, he's doing splendidly, madame. You have no cause to worry. No need to delay your marriage. Allow me to offer my felicitations. Goodbye.
So cheesy.
Felicitations. Goodbye.
How long will it take you to check some fingerprints?
Whose are they?
Curtis. Paul got them. He asked me to turn them over to you.
He's a chip off the old block, all right. The judge hung on like a bulldog whenever he got his teeth into anything.
That's right.
I'll have these checked just to prove there's nothing to it. Let me see. Where does Curtis hail from?
Oh, he's lived in Oregon, Nevada, Colorado, California.
California, sir.
Colorado.
They get
Colorado.
thumbprints on driver's licenses.
Colorado.
Curtis says he doesn't drive.
Well, we won't take his word for that.
California.
Check those with Washington, Tom.
San
and try the
Francisco.
California License Bureau.
Okay, Chief. So long, Doc.
I'll let you know, Doctor, if anything develops.
Goodbye, Mr. Armstrong. Thank you.
He's like, oh boy. He's not going to like this.
Why should it be?
Sometimes we lock doors as a precaution against somnambulism. Miss Farber notes here that you complained of having a nightmare. Can you tell me about it?
Only that something dangerous was going to happen.
You have such dreams often?
Yes.
Can you remember anything definite about them?
Train, my father's death. I dream of that often.
I understand, of course. Shocking accident. It preys on your mind.
It wasn't an accident, Professor. It was murder.
That was never proven. You have some theories on the subject?
Yes.
Indeed. I should be interested in hearing them.
Well, I'd rather not talk about them now, Professor. It gives me a headache.
Very well, Paul. Now, what would you like to do by way of diversion?
Oh, I see you have some binoculars. They must be good ones.
They are excellent. Would you like to examine them?
Could I?
Of course. Go right ahead.
Oh, they're swell. I'd like to take a good look.
Come along. You can see Waynfield through them from the roof.
All of Waynfield?
There's the county seat down there. From here, you can see Waynfield.
My God.
Over here, Paul, you can see the ferry crossing the river.
What's that building down there?
Just an abandoned farm. Over this way, Paul. See the ferry? You can almost distinguish the people's faces on the deck.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Push him.
Nice binoculars.
Yes, they are.
Oh, there's Dr. Vincent. We better go down.
Yes. Would you mind going to your room? I'd like to have a talk with the doctor. Then I shall send him to you.
That was weird.
I'm very glad you came, Doctor. I'm having a little difficulty. I feel there's something on Paul's mind which he does not confide to me. If there's something you know, you may speak freely.
All I know is he has nightmares about his father.
That he has told me, but he will not say any more. His reticence hinders my diagnosis. If you could persuade him to discuss these matters more fully, it would be of great assistance.
I'll see what I can do. Where is Paul?
In his room.
Don't worry, I'll be watching through the mirror.
Show Dr. Vincent to Cartwright's room, please.
Thank you.
Cartwright.
Come in. Hello, Doc.
How are you, Paul?
Sure glad to see you. How's Mother?
Oh, a little worried about you. Otherwise, all right. I saw her this morning.
Well, Professor Muehlbach's a good host. I'm enjoying it here.
That's fine.
Oh, look, Doc, I found something in Plato I'd like to show you.
Get me out of here. Get me out. Oh, my God.
Oh, yes, yeah. Great chap, Plato. Modern today as he was in his own time. Paul, how'd you like to take a little ride with me?
Well, that depends on Professor Muehlbach. We'll have to ask him.
Well, let's do that.
No, we can't.
Well, how do you find your patient, Doctor?
He looks rested, but I'd like to take him for a drive in the fresh air so he won't feel shut in here. That is, if you have no objections.
Not at all. Provided you don't keep him out too long.
Oh, a half hour or so. We'll take a drive through the hills. This is beautiful country.
I trust you will urge Paul to relax and talk more freely.
I'm very anxious for him to get straightened out so he can go back to school. If he falls any further behind, I'm afraid he'll overwork again.
Of course.
Well, come along, Paul. We won't be long.
That was luck. I didn't think he'd let me go.
He couldn't very well refuse. I saw Armstrong. He's having the prints checked. And Paul, while I was at the city hall, I saw your mother and Curtis go into the marriage license bureau.
But, Doc, she promised me.
I know how you feel.
But,
It
Doc...
hasn't been easy for me to accept this situation either.
Maybe you won't have to.
What do you mean?
There's an abandoned farm building near here, exactly like in my dream. I saw it from the roof.
Paul, one ramshackle old building looks much like another.
Maybe. But something very strange happened on that roof this afternoon. I had a feeling that Mulebach was going to shove me off when you drove up.
Are you sure you're not just imagining these things, Paul?
Sure, I'm sure, and I'll tell you something else, too. Curtis drove himself up here last night.
Curtis driving? That's strange. He told me he couldn't drive.
I know. That's why I got the license number. I thought maybe you could find out who owns the car.
Don't take him back. Oh, they're going to that place. That shack. Oh, I thought he just dove into the bottom. Head first.
You're part of a motor. Give me a hand, will you, Doc?
Paul, that's the sign from the truck.
He broke off.
Son, you certainly called a turn on this one.
What are you gonna do, man? Are you gonna stop them? Or are you just gonna keep looking through your binoculars?
That sign will certainly be an eye-opener to Armstrong. We'd better take it right over to his office.
You'd better. I'll have to go back or Mulebach will get suspicious. You better stop here, Doc. I'll walk the rest of the way. No use taking any chances with that evidence.
Oh, isn't it Hamlet's pretending to be crazy? Right? Isn't that he's pretending to be mad? So isn't that kind of what he's doing to like get into this?
What you do about that place?
Oh, I'll be all right. I've got to go in and
Okay, that's coming back to me now.
I'll phone Lydia and say I'm lonesome. That'll mean get here quick.
All right, Paul, but take it easy. I'd better go home and clean up a bit, then I'll go right over to Armstrong.
So long, Doc.
Darling, don't be angry. Surely one day doesn't make that much difference. I've promised Dr. Stone he could marry us. You wouldn't want me to hurt his feelings, would you?
Why can't we go over there now? Why wait? We can spend tonight and tomorrow at the lake and then go on to Washington.
I really got to be
Oh,
in
I
Washington.
must think of a
Really got to
contract
do
with
this
you.
deal.
Even a man in love has to think of business.
All right. I'll call Dr. Stone, see if he can't find some time free.
He ought to be able to work us in somewhere. A ceremony doesn't take long. Do you want me to call him?
No, I'll do it.
Oh, Dorothy!
Oh no.
Oh, hello. Is Dorothy home?
No.
Oh, well, I better come back later.
But it'll go away.
Fred? Oh, Fred, where are you?
Out here.
Jeez, don't try to look less disappointed, Brad.
Mrs. Cartwright. Well, goodbye.
That's strange. What on earth happened?
Nothing. She just came looking for Dorothy. What did Dr. Stone say?
Dr. Stone. Oh, yes. He's busy all day today and this evening. But I made an appointment for noon tomorrow.
Oh, good. Now, where shall we go to celebrate? Why not go to that little inn where we first had dinner together?
Brett, I'd rather not go out tonight. I've got packing to do and a few letters to write. I'll just have dinner on a tray in my room with Dorothy and tell her the news. She goes back to school on Monday, and I won't have another chance to see her.
I hope I may look forward to your exclusive attention on our honeymoon, Mrs. Curtis.
Well, you shouldn't call me that, not yet. It's very unlucky, you know.
With all the luck I have, I can afford to be reckless. I'll phone you later, darling.
She's a smaller version of the giant painting.
Come in. Hello, darling. Is anything wrong?
No, dear.
You've been crying.
It's just my nerves, that's all. Benjamin's going to bring supper up here. I thought it'd be nice and cozy, just the two of us. Come on, sit down, darling.
Something is wrong. You're packing.
Dorothy, Brett and I are going to be married tomorrow.
Married tomorrow? Oh. For a minute, I thought you'd quarreled with him.
Brett has to go to Washington on business. We decided to make it a honeymoon. It means breaking my word to Paul. That's what has me upset, I guess. I'm worried about him.
Mother, don't be foolish. After all, it's your life. Paul won't mind as long as you're happy. Where's he going to be? What are you going to wear? I'm going to be there, of course.
Of course you are, dear. You're going to be my bridesmaid.
Oh, darling, that's marvelous. What'll I wear?
Oh, just something simple. Your blue dress. We're going to be married at the minister's house, and then we'll leave you at the Allens. Brett and I'll go up to the cottage for a day or two before we go to Washington.
What did he say? Did he yield out?
Of course not, silly. But he was very determined about not leaving me here.
Oh, Brett is so masterful. You'll write to me, won't you?
Of course. Every day.
That's the story, Mr. Armstrong. And strange as it sounds, you must admit it's not just a figment of Paul's imagination.
Well,
Acme Truck Company?
My career, but the stream detection beats anything I've ever heard. Want me? Yes, take a look at that. Hey, where did this come from? Paul Cartwright dug it up on an abandoned farm at Middleborough, near the Mulebach place. Well, I'll be doggone. All we need now is the truck that goes with it. Better start a search up there. Send a car out.
Any news on the fingerprints?
No, not yet. Put in the call and speed it up.
Miss Barber, didn't you get that
Tell him
number
to
yet?
get going down there in the lab.
It must answer. Lydia's waiting to hear from me. Hello? Hello?
I wish cell phones could do that, where you could just try to get them back.
What do you mean by disconnecting the phone when I'm
Don't you hang up on me.
I want you to be
Come on.
absolutely quiet. You are agitated. I was afraid your outing today would be too much for you.
I'm getting out of this place, but quick.
Not in your present condition, my boy. You are hysterical. I
You're
couldn't
in
possibly allow
you're
you
no
to leave in
condition to
such a
be on
state.
the phone.
Allow me. You don't think you can keep me here if I want to go, do you?
I'm afraid that may be necessary.
You seem to be forgetting that I'm a guest.
All my patients are guests. Sit down, my dear boy, and calm yourself.
All my guests
Tell
are
me.
patients.
What's upset you? Was it something you found at that farm where you went this afternoon?
Dun dun
You
dun.
followed us.
I observed you from the roof with the binoculars.
All right, since you know so much. We found the truck that killed my father. The police ought to have the evidence by now, and I know you and Curtis were mixed up in it.
Again, you were having hallucinations.
Uh-oh. Come on. They're on to us. Brett.
Hello. Oh, hello, Professor.
Where have you been? I've been trying to reach you for the past hour.
I went to the station for tickets. We're being married tomorrow noon.
That's impossible now. I'll explain when I see you. Meet me in half an hour at the east end of the golf course.
I'll be there. I don't like to exaggerate Paul's danger, Mr. Armstrong, but that place up there gives me the creeps. I'm uneasy about the boy. Why does everything take so long?
The machinery of the law, Doctor. It's much better than it used to be.
The machinery of the law. That's a phrase I haven't heard. That's a
Barbara?
good way to describe it.
The car driven by Curtis is registered under the name of Charlotte Farber. Does that name mean anything to you, Doctor?
Why, yes. She's Mulebach's secretary.
Yeah? Put a blanket out for it. Get going. Chief, the California Motor Vehicles has a thumbprint on Brett Curtis.
It matches the print taken from the body in the mine identified as Barrington.
That means Curtis was killed in the mine, not Barrington. Paul was right.
And Barrington is just cunning enough to pull something like that, too.
Then it isn't unlikely that Curtis...
Could be Barrington.
Thanks for putting that together.
Look at what's left of the truck, buried under a ton of hay.
Any fingerprints?
Yep, in the tool compartment.
Compare those.
Oh, yeah.
Those are fingerprints, all right.
They match all right.
Well, are you satisfied?
Go to the country club. Pick up Brett Curtis. Suspicion of murder.
Go to the country club.
To the club.
We've got to get to that boy, Armstrong. Mulback and Curtis are working
Where
together.
could
There's no
Brett
telling what may
be?
have happened to him by this time.
Brett!
Get me in the mailbox
At the
place
club.
Middleburg. Now, don't worry, Doctor. We'll find out in a few minutes.
That smoke. Run, Brett.
Brad?
Hello, Doris.
Yes, Sears is taking an interesting
Princess
tack.
told me about tomorrow. Brad, I'm so thrilled.
Oh, no.
Mother's going to let me be a bridesmaid. Isn't that wonderful? I thought we might drive down to the
Oh,
Florida
no.
to get dozens of roses and take them to the cottage. I want to do something special, and I'm sure the princess would love it.
That's a charming idea, Doris.
They call their mom the
I should have thought of that
princess?
myself.
Well, then, let's go.
Now, just a moment. I was going to meet somebody here. But I'll leave a note for him.
Don't be long.
That's it. That's strange. Come on, Doctor. My car's downstairs.
Meanwhile,
Break the mirror. Yes. Oh, fuck. Hell yeah. I didn't think he'd actually do it.
Professor Muleback? Yes? Mr. Curtis asked me to give this to you.
Thank you.
Oh, the police.
Open up!
What's the meaning of this? How dare you break in? This is private property.
Sure, we know. We're just nuts looking for a padded cell. Where's the Cartwright boys?
I know nothing. I'm just an employee here.
Well, we'll just have to go around breaking down doors.
You have no right to search this place. You have no warrant.
The district attorney wants Paul Cartwright, and he wants him alive.
Of course he's alive. He's in his room.
Which room?
The first one down the hall, but it's locked.
Have you a key?
No, Professor Mulebuck has the key. He's out for the evening.
Slade, take this woman in custody. Hold her as a material witness. Come on, Langdon.
she's hysterical.
Nice. Uh-oh.
Too late.
I'm not so sure. Look at this.
Good boy. He got away. I hope.
Good boy.
There's no connection here.
We can call from the switchboard. Holly's home?
No, I'm calling Lydia. I don't want to alarm Virginia just yet. Curtis may be there.
That's right. I'd better have the Cartwright house covered.
Hello, Lydia. Yes, this is Dr. Vincent. I'm up at Moonbox.
We've been trying to get you in Mr. Armstrong's office. Paul's here.
Nice,
Hello,
Kathy.
Doc.
Love a
Oh, sure,
Toblerone.
I got out. What?
It's a good combination,
Boy, this
Toblerone
is
and
really
chips.
it.
Hell
Hello,
yeah.
Lydia.
That's the way to do it, Kathy.
What do you mean wedding?
Well, don't you know? Mrs. Cartwright's marrying that Duke Curtis the first thing tomorrow.
How do you know?
Well, I saw Dorothy and Curtis come out of the florist with a big box, and they drove off in her car. Mike Pepys told me they were going up to decorate the cottage on account of Mrs. Cartwright.
Curtis and Dorothy have gone up to the cottage alone?
Yes.
Listen, Paul.
Just a minute, Doc.
Curtis and Dorothy have gone up to the cottage together alone.
What? Doc,
My sister and Curtis went up to Lakewood. She's alone with them. A Mulebach knows the police are happen. Anything can happen. We're getting out there. So long. Come on, where's the car?
Outside.
Lydia, you better stay here.
No, me, I'm coming with you. Well, why doesn't somebody tell me something?
We're on a wild goose chase.
He must have turned off. I don't see him.
Better backtrack.
We lost.
We lost him. God, these guys are terrible at their job. Music is great.
Put up your hands and get out. What's the meaning of this?
You're under arrest.
This is an outrage. You must be mistaking me for someone else.
Come along.
Get it.
Good, the princess will arrange them all over again. She can make flowers look as if they just grew out of a vase. Well, we better be starting back, Brett.
What about a ride in the launch? It's perfect out on the lake.
Oh
There are a
no.
million stars floating on the water, and the crescent moon looks like something out of Omar Khayyam.
Brett, you are the most romantic person. Most men around here never even heard of Omar Khayyam. If they did, they think he's a Turkish wrestler or something. Mother's really lucky.
I'm glad you think so.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Because you're very lovely in the moonlight.
Well, everybody is, but I adore compliments. The best I ever got from George was, "Oh, come on, you look all right." You know, Brett, I've grown out of that crowd. I don't know what I ever saw in them. I'm really quite poetic at heart. Only it's positively lethal to let anybody know about it in our crowd. They simply jeer. I heard a car, didn't you?
Probably out on the main highway.
Oh.
Don't hold my arm so tight.
Oh, I'm sorry. Steps are so uneven, I was afraid you might fall.
Really, Brett, I think we better not. I must be getting back. Mother will be worried.
Where's your spirit of adventure? I thought you were romantic.
All right, but we won't stay long.
He is nasty, Kathy. 100%.
They're here, all right. There's no lights on in the house. There's a light in the boathouse.
There's a light.
So everybody's scrambling on this place.
Here, come on, eat.
Oh shit.
Barrington. You meddling fool.
Well, oh my
Oh.
gosh, come on.
Got him.
Let's take off his mask and see who he really is.
Oh no.
Wait, what?
Wearing now. Look, Mother, we can see ahead.
No, Virginia. Don't look back.
What?
It's all over.
What an odd ending, man. My goodness.
Wow.
Well, that was Strange Illusion, Fresh Rogan's winning pick for Wheel of Movies. What did we think, Evan?
I mean, I enjoyed it. You know, the ending was a bit of a strange note to end on, but it does bring it right back to
Where it
where it
started,
started.
right? It was a little like anticlimactic.
A
I
bit,
feel,
yeah,
right?
yeah. They kind of just they stop him and then they shoot him.
That's it, and then it's over. I
Got him.
mean, yeah, got him pretty quick. I was like expecting more of a like I thought maybe he was actually gonna have the sister out on a boat and in the
Yeah,
middle of the
yeah. Like they were directing that. You know, it was going in the direction of going to be pretty suspenseful, and it just kind of wasn't.
fizzled out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, that speaks to the code at the time. I mean, you had to have a happy ending. I could see Ulmer like have originally mapped out this unhappy ending and then be told, no,
Yeah.
this isn't going to pass. So you just got to wrap it up and make it all happy.
Well, question. So this vision he's having at the end, do you think he's dead, or is he just knocked
But like
out?
how? From what?
He hit his head. He got pushed too hard.
I mean,
we're talking about anticlimactic here.
What's did Brett get a shot off? He had like a knife or a gun. He picked something up.
I thought he just pushed him.
He just pushed him.
That's
That
what I
was
thought.
it.
And he fell over and just passed out. He's got a frail constitution.
Well, that would explain a lot. I think that's probably the case. But yeah, I mean, overall, enjoyable, engaging. That's our first noir.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Definitely, I think it's a nice entry into it. I think it gives you a feel, especially the setup. I think the setup, and even like through him in the institution, like when I made the Hamlet connection, I was like, oh yeah, he's pretending to be crazy. That kind of like made a difference for me. But
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, as an adaptation.
yeah, right. It's just it's. I like an adaptation that is like contemporary to whatever time like you're in.
It finds some way to retell the story.
Make it relevant, make it modern, but like do it faithful to the themes, and I don't know. I mean, obviously that was not faithful to, I think the ultimate themes of Hamlet, but again, just taking the basic premise and elements of the story and trying to update them to get what they got. And I mean, again, just the look of it, the lighting, the cinematography, everything, camera movement, all that was pretty, again, for this level, for Poverty Road level filmmaking, pretty top notch. So, but yeah, that was Strange Illusion, Fresh Rogan's
nice pick.
Pick for the 4th installment of Wheel of Movies. Again, we do this between every season. So, well, not every season, because we're getting ready to go into season 14. Yeah. Crazy,
It's one
right?
spookier than 13.
Right. If you thought 13 was bad, it's going to be great. It's, of course, how we always celebrate this summer with our Summer of Schlock. And this is,
Woohoo!
Yes, isn't it? It's time to celebrate. It's time to throw your hands up in the air, wave them like you don't just care, because it's the Summer of Schlock strikes back. And it's coming for you. It's going to get you. So look out.
We love the summer. Summer is always a lot of fun.
Yeah. We always it's
time to bust out some cold ones.
Yeah,
bust out some fun ones.
Evan's definitely gonna have a frozen cocktail or two, I'm sure.
Dude, I'm already I've been having some crazy ideas. I cannot wait.
Like a mad scientist, that's what we like to see. And yes, Fresh Rogan, yes. Thank you, Fresh, for picking a pretty solid movie tonight, and your second title of the wheel. But yeah, we're gonna be back next season with some schlocky schlocky movies to make your summer even brighter. If it's not going to be bright enough, we're going to be bringing the brightness. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, of course, you can keep up to date with that on our Instagram page and on our YouTube community page, all that good stuff. Of course, we really, 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 really appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Of course, Sears, Kathy, James, Sally was in here for a little bit. I know Toast at the beginning, and Fresh hanging out through the end of the movie. We appreciate it.
Oh, Fresh.
Oh yeah, jeez, Fresh. Yeah, that's and James, yes, James. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, Fresh. That's it's pretty wild.
That's with a Narcan chaser.
Jeez Louise. Wow.
Wait, somebody yikes us.
Yeah, somebody yikes us. Yeah, what a way to end an episode. But no, this was a great wheel of movies. Look forward to doing it again. Had fun watching with everybody. And anything before we sign off tonight, Evan?
Thanks for playing, everybody. And I think everybody's a winner with Wheel of Movies.
Until next week. I mean, it doesn't apply, but it still applies. Oh, and Saturday Night Shocker tomorrow. Sweet screams, everybody.
And to all, a good wheel.
Amazing.